Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome to the loading screen of City Skylines. Merry Christmas, everyone, or happy Saturday, whichever one you tend to be observing today. Maybe it's both. So Merry Christmas and happy Saturday. We're gonna play on a snowy map. Very, very snowy map. I like this one map. This one map. I like this one map. Oof. That's bad. I've actually built a city on this map before. It has its challenges because it's an island map, and of course it's cold. So there's a lot to manage there, but we'll get it. Right now there's no game sound because, well, loading screen. It takes it a minute. Apparently I'm missing assets. That's odd. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. I figured, aside from a short family dinner later this evening, I don't have a whole lot to do. So why not live stream on Christmas? It's that or watch really old, crappy Christmas movies with my mom. And love my mom. I do not like old, crappy Christmas music. What is this? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Add an option to disable panel button. Cool. Hello. Yes, I know how the game works. So where is our starting square? Kind of hard to see that information. I think I have borderlines turned off. I do. So this is our starting square. It's a little unfortunate. Interestingly enough, a lot of these highways don't have exits. They only merge. So there's a bit of a challenge in that regard, but we'll figure it out. Why can I not go over here, please? Thank you. So with this being on this angle, how do we want to even begin tackling this? This is we have rail over here. So I think I would want to get like industry over on this side and make this residential and commercial on this side. Zach, have you really been? You were like a kid with Christmas Spirit. I love it. Yeah, that. But I don't have an interchange that can handle that movement. But we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we're just gonna squeeze industry in this little corner and kind of hope for the best. By the way, if I sound a little gruff and hoarse today, it's because I'm a little gruff and hoarse today. I don't feel the best today. I just want to do one little thing to unlock the rest of my roads. Yep. Guess what you got, though? Xbox Series X. Or PlayStation 5, whichever one you happen to, prefer. I want to go out like 10 here and then 10 more. And then I want to delete that and that. And then I just want to bring in... Get a PS5. Congrats, my dude. That is quite the accomplishment to be able to manage to score one of those anymore. We can do that, and we can do that, and then we can flip this around. We have to use Anarchy for that. That's kind of nice. It is 3 lanes going... Okay, hello, game. Hello, game. That was odd. It is 3 lanes going over into 2, so I want to correct that real quick. I'm just going to do that by upgrading that road and that road. Or downgrading them, I guess. Because we've only got 1 lane going each direction, so there's really no need to have 3 lanes coming down here at all. So, what I need to do real quick before we move on from this intersection is... Yeah, it's been so long since I played City Skylines, I forget where everything is. It's one of these. Nope. No, there's what I'm looking for. Basically, I want to make that as straight on. We don't want to make these lefts. We want lane discipline here. But yeah, it's hard to get your hands on a PS5, man. It's I'm impressed that she found one. Hello, Donkey. Happy holidays. You can say Merry Christmas here. It's fine. I'm not one of those Jewish people that's like, how dare you tell me Merry Christmas? Don't really know what I want to do here. Let's do our first major intersection here. We're gonna go off 11 so that we have a nice square here. Hydrate. Yeah, I know it sounds like I need to hydrate. My voice is a little rough today. I don't feel the best today. Sinuses are all blah. And because of that, my tummy doesn't feel good either. But I'll be alright. So, okay, 800, 400, so 600 is halfway. So we'll do some nice 15 tile squares here. And then just go out 10. We don't need to do too much because I don't want to spend all of our money. But we do need to get enough in here so that we can start zoning. So 600, and this side's just going to be weird because of this map. I might be able to get one more right here. Oh, just barely. Your mom got it off QVC. Yeah, I've heard of QVC. That's amazing, dude. That's unreal. You got somebody managed to get a PS5. She was working hard to get that for you, dude. I hope that you properly thanked her. Like, that's not an easy thing to get your hands on. So well done, your mom. Why are we not making a bridge here? Need a bridge here, please. Hello. Okay. I'm used to Timberborn controls where this scrolls around the map. And then right-clicking is what lets you do everything else. And it's just kind of a bit jarring to try to do the difference. So this has to be 4 meters to get across there? What? Why can't you get across that? I see what's going on. Okay. I'm used to this being 3 meter increments every time I bump it up. And it's not. There we go. 6 meters should do it. Yeah? No. I don't know what they actually... Maybe 9. Maybe 8. Let's try 8. It has been that long since I played City Skylines that I don't even remember what it takes to get across. There we go. This will be an okay little start here in just a second once I get some more stuff down here. So we want to go 600... 100, and then it's gonna be rather undesirable land over here. Like, nobody's really gonna live over here, but oh well. And then we just need power and water. Let's get our power in, like, right up here, so that so they'll come in there, they'll make a left, and then they'll come down this way. So let's put it way down here, actually. Because they'll come in, and then they'll make a right-hand turn into there, and then make a right and come back out. And I've got the electric road mod turned on, so we don't need to worry about that. Or running power lines, I should say. What I am worried about is where to put this water tower. And I'm thinking I'm going to just kind of, like, put it right here. Just so it's far enough away from the pollution, but also far enough away from everything else that the noise of it doesn't cause an issue. And we're just gonna run into here, connect that there, and then we will come out here, down there. That gets all that connected. Then we'll do the same on this side. All of that is now hooked up to water. So So there we go. We're ready. Well, no, we don't have sewage treatment. And I really don't want to just start dumping into the water immediately. I don't want to dump into the water at all. So we're going to go ahead and pay the big bucks for inland water treatment. Should we put it right against the highway? Like, as you leave the highway, you pass the water treatment facility. We won't do that. There we go. And then that's going to need... Oh, wait. I just realized. This is all... Well, we can deal with that later. Because I don't even have these unlocked yet. The heating pipes and all that. Okay, so cool. We will zone a bit of commercial in here. Because we will need it. So we'll do commercial like right there and right there. This will all be residential on this side. It's making a weird thud noise. What I'd like to do is come in here with the zoning adjuster and get rid of zoning on these roads. And I can't go right there. There's a game you want to get, but it's come out to February 4th. What game is that? I haven't played on a console in... I don't even remember how long. Alright, this should give us a decent little start to our city with the remaining funds. I'm going to see if I can't get just one more block in here, or 2 more blocks in here. I think we can do this without bankrupting ourselves. Yep. No. Perfect. Dying Light 2. I know a lot of people who like the Dying Light games. I think Donkey is one of them. Pretty sure he has mentioned Dying Light. All right, cool. Now we're ready to skedaddle here. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this side with residential as well. We'll unpause and see if I've managed to make a decent map. I didn't connect this because I only want like every other one to connect this road, and then the next one, obviously I can't even build there yet because we're at the edge of our map. Let's speed up time. We just need to get people to move in quick enough to where we start making money instead of losing money. There does seem to be a lot of February games coming out. Like, there weren't as many holiday games this year as there have been in the past, it seemed like. So, Donkey, you got a new chair? And what else? I love these winter maps. They're so pretty. Wait, do I have day-night cycle enabled? No, it's just kind of the color of everything. Come on, people, move in. We need tax dollars. We want some industry, so we shall give them some industry. Can't really spend any more money right now. And a controller, but what the fuck is this Bluetooth connection? What do you mean? What do you mean, what the fuck is this Bluetooth connection? It's Bluetooth connection. The Series X controllers have Bluetooth built in. Your laptop should have Bluetooth. Connect it. Doesn't seem all that good. Should be fine. Why, are you getting input lag? Come on, start making money. Hurry up. Still a demand for industry, so we'll put a bit more in here. Whoops, I just managed to dezone all that. That was really good. We'll put a bit more in there. We got some weird zoning issues happening there. We're going to be broke soon if they don't start moving in enough time. That should be enough industrial to support all of this. This would be worse when you use it closer to your lap. Really, Bluetooth shouldn't be that sensitive unless your desk is like, you know, made out of plutonium or something. That's really weird. Well, Donkey, dude, get a wireless dongle. They're cheap. Me, Xbox controller, wireless PC dongle. They're 25 bucks. And that's at GameStop. That's for the old one, even. I don't know how much the new one is. The new one's 25 bucks as well at Best Buy. 27.40 for some reason on Amazon. It could be the mouse. You could have some, if your mouse is Bluetooth, you could have some interference. That is one of the downsides of Bluetooth, is that you can get interference between devices. It's not supposed to, but it can happen. I really wish I could set this as a default because I forget it every time I build a new city. That enable traffic lights gets enabled every time. And I don't want traffic lights. I don't need traffic lights. Traffic lights are for the weak. These people are smart enough to somehow figure out how to use an intersection. Usually without much in the way of controlling it. Hey, we just got a nice little extra bit of money, but we're still not profitable. So I really hate to start spending. But if we don't, they'll start complaining about the lack of services in their little town. I don't want to go there because then they'd have to go all the way outside of town to get back. So we'll put healthcare here. And they'd still have to go all the way outside of town to do it. We'll put it in here. This will be our little services corner. Then we need a school. Somebody please quote that, right? I'd rather not knock down a house, but I want to get it as close to the middle here as possible. There we go. Now we're out of cash, but this should start attracting more people now that we've got healthcare and schools. So hopefully here in a second, we start making money. This is all zoned. I may have overbuilt my roads. I do that every once in a while on a starting city. I just kind of screw it up. Oh, we're getting closer to being out of the red. There it goes. There it goes. And we are making money. Not much, but we're making money. Cool. I remember when I was in the Philippines, traffic lights were suggestions, not like people stopped on red, but as the cross traffic light started turning yellow, even though the light was still red on your side, people would start creeping into the intersection and just blocking the oncoming traffic in the lanes that were at the yellow light still. It was just the most bizarre thing. It was always so creepy. I'm like, you are all going to die doing this, but never saw any major car accidents. Saw a couple little fender benders here and there, but and there were a lot of people have scooters over there, and when a light's red, all the scooters like weave in between traffic and all get right to the front. So there'll be like 40 scooters just up there at the front ready to go. And then all the big trucks and everything just go barreling by. And, oh man, we just got another upgrade and we don't have a whole lot of cash. We still haven't put in garbage facilities yet. Oof. We're going to do recycling. Just because. That's it. That's all I can afford. I can't put in any of this stuff yet. What policies do we have? Nothing useful. When is it that we get eating requirements? At 1800. We need the city to start making more cash here. Because we need fire coverage and police coverage. Yay, sinuses. Also, I would like to buy a new tile and get this opened up so I can build more out this way. It's a lot of money, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Scooter Brothers. Yes, it was kind of a very Scooter Brothers situation going on. There we go. At least that gives me more room to build out this way, and then this will be the next tile I buy. Back here, and we'll buy out this. I like this tile map, though. It's just kind of nice, and then you can build like a big city over here. Whoops. It's just kind of nice. And I like the winter theme. I want to build roads, but I really can't. But I've got a huge commercial demand, so looks like I have to. So, sorry, Rock, you don't exist anymore. So we will go out here and connect all of these and try to not spend all of our money. Hello? There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Autosave, come on. Come on, autosave, you can do it. Man, my SSD is not healthy. Not at all. And then we'll come up here, 600, wha-bam, and then, not enough money. Great. 600. I'm sitting here trying to afford services, and I don't even have enough to finish my road network. Well, the thing is, I now have to put more water pipes in, too, to cover all of this that I just did. I'm not going to have money to do that either. That's 600, so we'll wait till we have 600 bucks. Or simoleons. Your brother friends wants to give us their PC. Don't know the specs yet. The first thing you do when anybody gives you a computer is completely format the hard drive, because you never know what type of viruses are on there that could compromise your home network. And why is that so weird? On that side, I don't know. We gotta get police coverage. They're already complaining about it. We already don't have enough power. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a loan, aren't I? Or we could go in the budget and just do this here. Where's the one tool? I can't see on my buttons because of my microphone. There we go. We'll move that. Which one is it that shows me demands and all that? How do I open that back up? Vehicle options. I didn't even know I had that mod. I don't know where that button is. Crap. There's a button for a mod that lets me turn on, like, it'll show me the need of different things. Oh my god, we just upgraded again. Look, people, I don't have enough money to build the stuff that we built 3 upgrades ago. Or 3 milestones ago. So, you're gonna have to slow down. We're gonna have to get fire coverage in. Firehouse. Put it way up here. And boom. Broke. Can't afford anything. Yes, I can. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Police. There. You've got your basic services in. But we now have high schools as well. We're gonna have to deal with that. Plus, we still need to buy another power station soon, because that's about to be out again. Back there it goes. And I really don't like increasing the budget to cover shortfalls. It's something that I'd rather not do. But for now, we don't have much of a choice. Let's speed time up here. Get some money in our coffers. And then go ahead and give them that bit of retail expansion that they are so desperately wanting. Put a little bit here, a little bit here, and then we'll do, like, make this a whole block of retail. and see if that's enough. They also want more industrial. I really didn't want to go past this road with industrial. So for now, we're just going to put it there. Not exactly what I wanted, but it's going to have to do. Yeah, we need power. How much is another power station? 19,000. We're going to have to take long. I don't have any way around it. We got to take long. Because we're falling behind. And our next milestone is going to require that we add in heating as well. So, gotta do it. We're gonna expand right here a little bit. This will also help us have room for more industrial in the future. In the meantime, it will let me put another power station right there. And then I can come back in here and go to budget and run these back down to 100%. There we go. There's that. Hello, come back. There we go. Are we not in the... I keep somehow clicking my other monitor. So... Still a big commercial demand, and I really don't have anywhere to build a whole lot of big commercial. Before I worry about that, though, while we have a little bit of cash, I want to put in a high school. And we have parks now as well. So we are going to use a little bit of eminent domain and give a playground over here somewhere by the elementary school. There we go. The kids get to cross the street to go to the playground. That's safe. And then we're going to put in a tennis court. Where's my basketball court? I'm going to put a tennis court right there. And that will also take care of some of our park needs in the city. So, okay. What else have we unlocked that we haven't added yet? I think that's it. Garbage processing is not keeping up, but I don't have the money for it. So instead, I think our best solution, at least the best place to spend money right now, is expanding residential just a little bit more. So we are going to do that. I'm going to bring that up to there. Some people will lose their homes in this expansion. It's a very sad thing, but it has to be done. And then we're going to bring this one over 11. I want to do another collector road here. Oh, and I said it, and then I didn't build the other road. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to do this here. And then I'm going to do another collector out over here. Let's get this brought out to see where this needs to go. So this needs to be a collector. There and there. And then we'll run that over there if we have money. Cool, we do. Barely. And we'll bring all this up. And this will also give us a bit more space for some more commercial. What? I hear heavy machinery in the background. I think my dad's outside working on something. Not heavy machinery, like saws and drills and things. Hello? There you go. And very sorry, rocks, but you don't exist anymore. And then we just need to get some water pipes. Oops. Which is going to be a struggle to afford them as well. Go. And then we can get some going down here. And we're also going to need to get some coverage for snow removal from the roads, because you can see a lot of snow. A lot of roads are completely snow covered, which does impede people's ability to get around in town. Believe it or not, the game does simulate that. Come on, there we go. And then one last one here. They're pretty good. I find the trees though, Donkey, to be a bit too big and be too much peanut butter to chocolate ratio. I think their better ratio is in their Easter, the eggs, because they're slightly smaller, so you get more chocolate to peanut ratio. I mean, it's still peanut butter. But I do love Reese's pretty much anything. Hey, my P.O. box is open until the end of March. If you want to send me a bunch of candy and make me even fatter, I will gladly accept it. Speaking of, I want to see how my holiday video has done. It's done alright. It's got some comments. I was hoping it would do a little bit better, but oh well. Okay, so let us. Oh, I missed the road. Let us. Ooh, I just realized. Whoops. Why did I just put that road cricket? I just realized I've got 2 intersections really close there. Oh well. Oh, damn it. I built a cricket again. Why is it doing that? There. Yeah, I really don't want 2 intersections like right there by each other, but oh well, it's there now. Can't possibly undo it. I do want a bridge right here. What was that earlier? It was 8 that we needed? 7? 8? I don't remember. Make up your mind. I either do have enough money or I do have space already occupied. So it's not 8. Shit. And I spent all that money on that. Is it 9? Let's pause doing this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get most of your expense back. Yeah, that'll work. I just need to be able to afford the bridge now. Whopping 640 bucks. Can't. Or money. It's just, I don't know what the currency is in City Skylines. It's like the cent symbol, but with 2 lines to it. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. Credits? Maybe it's just credits. Yeah, I know you've got huge residential demand, but I've got huge, I need to build a road right here demand. Oh, you bastards. Was like, sure, you got enough money now. Haha, just kidding. Alright, so now we can give them some more commercial, which is something they've been clamoring for. So we're going to do this whole square commercial, this whole square commercial, and then we're going to bring in along our collector commercial because, you know, that's very valuable real estate for commercial to be right off the main drag like that. So they like being there, and then we're just going to go bam on residential. How's our schooling coverage? High school is great. Elementary, we're probably going to need another one off in this corner up here, but we can't afford it. Story of our life right now. However, doing that big increase of people, bringing in more tax dollars, so I can finish that road at least. No traffic lights. No traffic lights. Good. I've never seen the bells or nutcracker forms of Reese's. Now I want them. That wasn't enough residential expansion? Surely it was. Well, look, you haven't even built it all yet. How can you still want more? Oh, crap. Now we have to deal with heating. Oof. And I really would like to just go straight to geothermal, but it's $55,000. But it doesn't pollute. It puts out less power. It costs less money and less to run, but it puts out 40 megawatts less. So 2 of these would equal 3 of these. So I'm trying to do math in my head and it's not working out. We're just gonna use a calculator for 3, so 1440 for 3 of those versus 1320 for 2 of those. So not a big difference in cost. It is slightly more expensive per megawatt of heat, but these don't pollute. Doesn't really matter because I don't have the money for it right now anyway, but we will soon. Then once we put it in, then we have to upgrade all of the pipes in the city to water pipes. We are going to start doing a few policies that'll make people happy. We will also be able to not have to build as much garbage service by doing our recycling right over here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the description pop out for it. So we're going to do that. We're also going to do parks and recreation, which will bring in a really funny bunch of people to run our parks department. No, it will increase land value around parks and also increase the budget. We're also going to do recreational use, which reduces crime for some reason, but it increases our tax. So we can offset our reduced tax income here by selling weed legally. It does increase our police budget, though. And then we are also going to go in here and recycle plastic, because we are going to be a 100% recycling city for now. Eventually, that will change. But that's what we're going to start with. It does cost us a little bit of money, but I think it's worth it. So, since people are currently having to use just electricity for heat, our electricity demand is struggling. We will eventually get the option, we already have it, that I can turn on no electricity for heat, but I need to make sure we have enough geothermal when I do that. We got $55,000. I can afford this thing. But I'm not going to be able to upgrade the pipes right away. Oh God, I forgot how big these were. Oh yeah, those are big boys. So let's do this. We're gonna come out here. We're gonna go 2 here. And we're just gonna kind of put a road here for now as a suggestion for later, but we're gonna see how these actually wind up fitting. I think I can fit like 3 if I don't do the block. Granted, I can't do anything with it right now, but okay, so that puts out 80 megawatts. Our current heating consumption in town is 28, but the problem is I now have to go through the whole town and upgrade all of these pipes, and that's not cheap. That's $880 each shot here. Like, you can just see the bank account and just yeah, that's it. That's all we can afford to do. And again, now we can do this. We need to get over here to our water tower pretty soon, because it will start complaining that it has no ability to pump water because it's frozen. So this needs to be our priority run right now. We're just gonna keep doing it little by little until we can get it all done. You can see right now it basically says it's not pumping water. Or that could be also because we just might not be making enough water. Oh wow, heating production is only 40. What? Oh, it's because you're not connected to the water yet. Okay. There we go. That should take care of that guy saying he doesn't have water, I hope. I hope. No, we just don't have enough water. Crap. And we can't really afford a new water tower just yet. At 3,500, we'll be able to afford it here in just a moment. Pardon my sniffles. I'm very sorry, but I just don't feel good today. So we're going to put that there, and then hopefully Be able to run this there. Yeah, cool. That should take care of our water. Why is this not putting out the full 80 that it's supposed to? Oh, now it is. Okay. It's because it didn't have enough water. We do have enough water in town, but our sewage treatment is also sorely lacking. And that's going to be 4,000 to get that done. And we really need to keep keep on top of our city services. I don't want to take another loan, but I'm going to. Just to be able to afford that now. So we've got one there, so let's do another one down here and then get it connected. And that should get us covered for sewage treatment. It does. We are seeing some spikes in electric consumption, but again, that has more to do with the fact that we what's what I'm trying to think of? Oh, we don't have heating pipes for everybody yet. That will change here soon because I'm now going to start upgrading to get a lot of people heating pipes. Just burn through all our cash again. Come on. Auto save, go away. Not enough money. Wow, I got a whole lot done there, didn't I? And these guys are like, hey, we don't have any heating, so I didn't connect to that one. So this is our big priority, is getting heating connected so we can take the strain off of our electrical grid for heating all the homes and businesses. That's why I don't want to zone any new stuff just yet. I want to get this upgrade in place. Otherwise, we will be short on power. And it's just taking a while because we're not making a huge amount of money because we took all those loans. Off that little toolbar at the top. Don't need it right now. Man, this is slow going. And look, that little section is 560. Oof. Big, big oof. There's that one. And that one. Coming. There we go. And little by little, we're getting there. There. This is so slow. If I would zone, I would get more tax revenue coming in. But then, like I said, we'd be in a worse situation because then people would move right back out because they don't have power. There's no point in zoning until I get this done. Unemployment's at 5%, so I'm not too worried about jobs right now. Hey, I got to do 2 whole sections at once. What, 3 whole sections at once? Oh my gosh. Game's gonna spoil me. Oh, we don't have death care yet either. Crap. Oh, I didn't build a cemetery. So now we've just got dead people like piling up inside of buildings. It's alright. It's always slow starting on a snow map because there's just extra expenses that you don't have on a regular map. Well, it was green. There we go. Alright, cool. And now we can start down this way, and then we can add some commercial, some residential, and then we can go over here and do that bit later. 60. $880 for this chunk. Also, like to pay off these loans because they're costing me money. We'll have to worry with that when we can. As it gets colder, like right now, it's there. The temperature's starting to dip, so we should see our heating consumption go up. Yeah, it's rising. It is definitely rising. Slow slog of upgrading pipes. I'm happy when the city just has millions of dollars in the bank and I can do whatever the hell I want. We're not too far from that, honestly. But our next thing that we're going to have to do is death care. We're going to have to get a cemetery in here. I don't remember how much those are. Let's find out. They are... Where are they? Oh, there it is. It's 8,000. Oof. And I'd want to put it like there. Just get it nice and centrally located. I mean, it's not central, but it's at least it's off of a collector. I want to turn it facing the local street or the local road. So I won't zone that square, but I will go ahead and start meeting some of this other demand. Just like that. And then back there, and this will give us a little bit of residential as well. Not enough to meet our current demand, but at least it's a start. And then we'll get our cemetery in, then we'll work on getting the pipes over there upgraded and expanding all that over that direction. Because if I do a little strip of commercial here, I can make a buffer against my industrial and start using some of this area for residential as well, because we're running out of space over here. There we go. We've got enough for our cemetery. I'm going to plop that in right there. And then we're just going to zone in a little bit of housing and a little bit of commercial. Just like that. All right, what's our unemployment rate up to? 9%. That's not a good number. So let's get some zoning here. We don't want to do this one, but this one's fine. And we will zone just that for now and see if that's enough. And then we'll come over here and look at upgrading our main pipes. Oh, that's funny. And then the next thing we worry about are the roads. Because where we're going, unfortunately, we do need roads. It's going to cost me $1,800. But this one's going to cost me $1,800. There we go. And this one's going to be very expensive, but I want to first go here and then up here. We're getting there, though. We're making progress. We're looking pretty good. I clicked just as the money changed. One last big run, and then we'll just have a bunch of little short ones to do. 8,000, and then we'll bring this over, and then we'll start connecting all of these. Of course, before I can really start zoning over here, I also need more heating pipes. Because of course I do. And there, 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 and there. Cool. And then heating pipes. So we need to go out of the upgrade tool and go into here. $4,500. Oof. What's this next one going to cost me? That's $2,000. Another $4,500 here. God, heating's expensive. Ooh, it's thundering. We have thunder snow happening. And then another $4,400 to get here. But we're making a lot in tax revenue. Like, the city's starting to upgrade now that they've got services that they need and everything. Our next thing is going to be garbage because we're way under that one recycling center. Just not keeping up. But we can now come over here, throw in just a small line of commercial right here. And then I'd like to get a school over here as well. Even though our capacity is fine, I'd still like to have one in this neighborhood. We're going to do a school. And then, as always, you have to have a small playground next to the school. Just a rule that I have when I play City Skylines. And then we're going to go wha-bam and knock out a huge chunk of residential right there. And then they're still saying they want a little bit of industrial, even though our unemployment's really low. I'm not going to build it since our unemployment's so low. What I am going to look at is maybe getting our first snow dump, which I just got to remember where they are. There they are. Oh, they're not too expensive. We'll put our first snow dump. Actually, I'm going to extend this road out just a little bit. I want this to be a bridge across, though. Well, maybe I'll do my bridge here. So, yeah, we'll extend this out. And then we'll build the snow dump off of that. Which that was here. One's not going to be enough. But at least it's going to be a start. Just get these roads clear a little bit. Back to policies. I don't think we've got anything. Yeah, I want to do no electricity for heat. That is going to shift the burden onto our geothermal plant and off of our power plant. So our power plant, which we are going to add some more very soon, but at least they won't be working quite as hard now. So our next milestone comes at 3,600 people, which is nice. Guess we've already got oil industry specialization. Nice. We could put a farm out over here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until we have trains and everything to start worrying about bigger industries. Actually, that one snow dump's doing okay at getting the roads clear. So maybe we'll be all right. It's not even snowing right now, so... Granted, they're going to have problems getting this clear. It's going to have to leave the city and then come back. That's going to be a really long trip for somebody. Big industrial demand still, but I don't know. We don't have the unemployment, so... I hate to build industrial when we have really low unemployment, because then it just sits there saying not enough workers. Okay, so we have enough money now. We're suddenly making cash that I can get another recycling center in here. Let's put it... It's a big circle for pollution. Oof. Let's put it here, I guess. Just knock out one of those. And then does that get us enough garbage processing? No, it does not. And I'm like kind of running out of space for these. Put another one here. Okay, so now that I knocked down a few of our industrial buildings, I will go ahead and zone some more. So do we just have uneven terrain here? Is that what's going on? Slightly, yeah. No? Yeah, okay, that's what's going on with my zoning. Yeah, it's not quite flat right here. That's why we're getting weird zoning. So our little city's looking fine. Looking good. I'm pretty happy with it. What's our upgrade status? We've got some level 2 industrial, a lot of level 2 commercial, and then level 1, 2, and 3 residential, pretty much in equal amounts. Big reason it's not higher is they don't have a whole lot of parks. Which we could resolve that. Let's put a dog park in, like, back over here. Again, use a bit of eminent domain, but it's to build a park. So the citizens are going to have a hard time objecting to that, because it's a nice amenity to have in your neighborhood. And then over here, not a whole lot we can really do for parks. We might do another dog park like right here on the corner. Cool. And then that should start giving us, yeah, some teal spots for our land value. So we're starting to get above just average land value, like just that middle mark. We're starting to get into this color. So we're starting our progress of increasing our land value. As homes upgrade, that teal will expand because an upgraded home has higher property value in and of itself, so it raises the surrounding property values as well. So that's why in the areas near the parks we see our darkest green, is because they're the ones with the highest land value right now. Traffic should be fine. 80, really, it's only 82%. That's somewhere off map then. Yeah, it's like, it's these places. It's completely out of my control right now. I will eventually want to replace this whole interchange with something better. I've got a lot of really cool like service interchanges that change you from, like, something like that would be great right here, like to have the highway going in. And look at that, when we do it, it'll fit. It'll just fit in place. I won't have to, we'll have to get rid of the highway ramps, but other than that, it's not going to get in the way of too much. Looks like we might have a little bit of an issue right here on these two corners, but that'll be okay. So let's get our loans repaid. That way we're making more cash. And we're just going to kind of wait until we should hit that 3,600 any minute now. We're at 3,568 right now, 3,578. So what tile do we want to buy after that? Maybe over here, and well, hello. And start expanding to another island. So with this, we get level 4 buildings, oil industry, and then a bunch more policies that can help us out. Also get a bunch new roads unlocked, including the treesy roads that also can help raise land value because they dampen noise, which noise lowers. And the nice thing is we also now have geothermal power in addition to our geothermal heating, which I like that. I like using geothermal for both. They're noisy, but they don't pollute at all. Like, if you look, this geothermal plant's zero pollution, which is kind of nice. However, it is very noisy. It's like I could get away with putting them up here if I really wanted to. What's our pollution looking like anyway? Right now we've got 7% average ground pollution. I am going to turn on a policy. It's over here, I believe. We're going to first of all encourage biking. That doesn't cost us anything, so that's good. I could do studded tires, which keeps traffic running better, but it also increases road maintenance costs, which we are going to have to put in road maintenance eventually. So for now, we're going to skip that. We can also do increase the health of elderly citizens by making them less likely to slip on icy streets. We're going to do that one. We are, however, going to do filter industrial waste. It does cost, but watch. So we were at 7% ground pollution. And if we let this run, we should see that average start coming down as the pollution starts to subside. You can already see it visually. The brown area is starting to shrink. But it does take a while to make a big enough impact. Plus, the amount of land we have is pretty small. So it's going to take, yeah, there we go. We've already dropped a percent. So it's definitely worth it. I think I'd like to spend the money now on reconfiguring our services over here. And then what's right here? Is there anything here that we're going to have? We're just going to lose some houses, right? Yeah, we're just going to lose some houses. And go ahead and get our highway interchange addressed now. I think that's going to be our best bet. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to tear down these ramps. And get rid of those completely. And for now, we're also going to have to delete our water towers because they're going to be in the way. And then I want to get rid of a section of highway from like there to like there. That should be enough. And I kind of like this one. It's just a very simple butterfly exchange. Getting it lined up with this road might be a bit tricky. Let's bring that road out a little bit just so I can see where it needs to go a little bit better. If I put it there, I'll be alright. I brought it out a little too much. Okay, so I need to back it off. About there. And then we've got to get rid of that, and that, which means we've got to move some things to new homes. So let's investigate. First of all, how much is this interchange going to cost us? 17,000. Okay. What I'd like to do is maybe go ahead and replace my power with some geothermal, but I can't afford 2 of them. I can only afford 1 of them. Put in 1 for now. Get rid of our old plants. And then we're going to just relocate our recycling for the moment. We'll put 1 right there, and the other one, hopefully, maybe I can put a road right here. We'll put a little road right here, and hopefully get the other recycling plant just right behind it. There we go. And now let's see about getting this highway interchange built. So I want to get it lined up nice and straight with the highway, but also nice and straight with that road there. So I want to just be, I don't get guidelines to do this, unfortunately. So like there, it's snapped to that, but then I think it moves. Come on, snap onto that for me. Oh, it doesn't want to snap onto that because that's a bridge. Okay. Just look. Just do it anyway. There. And then if I move it back, I think it holds the angle. So right about there looks good. Let's come over here and investigate. I think that will do it right there. Ooh, that's a lot of money. For some reason it built that instead of as a bridge. It built it as a big bump here. It's not straight. Alright, we can make it straight. Because what we can do is use Move It mod and grab every single node that we just placed. And I do mean all of them. I'm going to take just a second to get them all selected. But let me have that one. There you go. Nice thing about these pre-made assets is they've got really nice lane markings and everything already in them. The guy who makes these does a really good job. Can't remember who it is. Okay, so now what I can do is use my arrow keys and bump all that over. I missed a node somewhere. Where did I miss a node? Oh, there and there. Okay, now try that again. Bump that over until it looks nice and straight here. Not quite. What if I turn this on? Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. That looks pretty spot on. I mean, that looks nice and straight to me. Yeah, I don't see any curve in this at all or there. So I think we got it. So that's where we want that to be. Now we do have an issue of the highways being a little too low. So what I want to do is... How do I want to address that? I think we'll leave them where they are and just back off the highway a little bit here and just kind of slope that in. Just on a more natural slope. So we're going to use our network picker mod. Run that to there, run that to there. That should make a decent little slope. It does. Run that one to there and run that one to there. Probably do better, but I'll leave it for now. And then we didn't lose too much in the way of space right here. What we could do is probably just run this like that and have just kind of a slightly diagonal road right there. And that works for me. And we could even put another bridge over this, possibly. This might be too high here. So the last thing I want to do is grab this and then put that flat on the ground. Or not flat on the ground, but on the ground. That way it's not bridges. And then I want to go up into here. And I want to grab this tool with my slope mode. And I want to go from here. Here, here, here. And get that. Oh, why are you not selecting those? There we go. And hit enter, and that smooths that slope out. We don't need a node right here. This is all the same type of road. So I'm gonna say get rid of that node right there. There. And now we've got a much better highway interchange here. Much, much, much better. And we could probably do some terrain smoothing here. Just to soften this all up a bit. That's what we're going to do. Just smooth this out. Just so we don't have such sharp bumps. Not a whole lot I can do about that, so we may want to consider something different for our recycling plants eventually. Same thing here. This road is down lower, so there's not a whole lot I can do there. So maybe we just don't have that road. I mean, it already eliminated the zoning anyway. Yeah, maybe we just don't have that right there. And we could put parks in or something like that. Like a big park right there. And that'll also help deaden some of the noise. So now, if I delete these houses, there we go, I should be able to soften this out. And through here. Cool. That looks better there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just make that look a little better. And then the last thing I want to do before we unpause the game, I'm going to go back in here with my slope tool. Go here. Oops, I keep hitting shift instead of control. And go pretty far back here. And even all that out. And then do the same thing on the other side of the highway. I hit shift again instead of control. All the way down to that node. Smooth that out. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. As you can see, that's a really, like, a 6% grade surrounded by really small grades. We can make it 1.5. And just make it easier for the trucks that are coming into town. Why are you not letting me select that? Hello, there you go. And it should be about the same story over here. Yep. Done. Beautiful. And then all I need to do is one more quick pass with the smooth tool right here, just so we don't have a really sharp embankment. Let's make it look a little bit better. I mean, that's grading that would take place during one of these projects anyways. So it makes sense to do it. Just right there is the only place that I can't do anything about it. Go ahead and grade this out. Cool. I think I'm happy with that. Then now we need to get our water back in because we did eliminate that. So I'm going to delete these water pipes here. continue that on, and then we're going to put our new water towers. Wish I already had these, but I don't unlock these till 13,000. I'm going to put our new water towers in kind of like over here. Not enough money. I can only afford one. Ooh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Are we going to be able to afford that? No, we're going to take out a loan just to finish this project. The loan I just paid off. Oh well. It's fine, because I want to get my water towers in so that we have enough water for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and overbuild for now. Go. And then I want to connect those two, and then this one, it's going to say space too short. It's already occupied, so we can connect that one over there, I guess. And we'll run that one there. It's disappointing that it won't let me put one right there. But that should give us enough water. Actually, we should see, yeah, water availability jumped way up. And we have a much better intersection now. Like, way better. I don't really see a need for people to go straight here, just left to right. I don't really want them exiting the highway and then going right back around. So we are going to do some work on lane management here. You're not going to go straight there, and I bet it's that way over here too. Yeah, you're not going to go straight there. I mean, it's just kind of dumb to have it set that way. So they can make their right-hand turn there. They can go straight there. We don't want them going straight here. We want that to be right only. And then here we want a left only. And then we want to do the same thing over here. We want this to be a right only. We want this side to be left only. There we go. Now they can get in and out. We might put traffic lights on this if it becomes a problem. Or maybe just yield signs. But for now, it's nothing we really have to worry about. And we can go back to focusing on building our city. And one of the things we're going to do, this is one of the ways, you know, we convince the citizens to let us have some of their homes, as we promised them a nice big park. So we are going to deliver on that promise right now by putting the park right here. And then what we're going to do is come in with our paths, and we are going to connect this up to right there, and then we're also going to run it in behind these houses and under this bridge to right here, and then make a connection right there as well, so that we've also now added some nice pedestrian uses. And then I also want to connect it right here. Oh, that's the wrong tool. I intentionally set it back one. Yeah, your space is already occupied. That's what anarchy's for. There we go. I intentionally set it back one just so we could have like two entrances over here. So now they've got a nice park. Since this is a snow map, we do have snow parks as well, and we are going to start using some of those here pretty quick. In fact, maybe down here in some of this commercial area, we could throw in like an ice sculpture park. That'll probably help draw people in for shopping. And maybe another one over here, or maybe we want to do... What else do we have? We have a skating rink. Let's do a skating rink right here. And that should help some of our land values start to come up as well, so that we start seeing some upgrades. Yeah, that spurred it out. This park not doing so much. I thought it would do better. I will eventually like do a nice tree buffer back here to block all of that. But let's take a look at all of our services. Power is definitely going to be a concern pretty damn quick. It looks like I could probably fit in one more of those and then another hydro electric. Maybe. How much does that one take up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that would leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oof. So maybe we'll put our other hydroelectric somewhere else. Let's move this over here, so at least all the pollution is being kept together. There we go. Well, the big pollution, like these are the big polluters over here, as are the recycling centers. I know industrial does. Look at that. We're down to 5% average ground pollution, which is kind of nice. So I wonder if I do another little road right here, can I fit another one of these? Yes, just. Okay, good. So we can do that there and then do power in that direction. Awesome. In which we do need to go ahead and get that in because we're getting pretty close to the edge. And I'd rather overproduce at this point than underproduce. Heating availability is getting closer. You're going to have to think about that soon. Water's good. Sewage is good. Garbage service, fantastic. Healthcare, it's death care. Healthcare is okay. We are going to add in some elder care and some child health care in just a minute. Emergency services, not the best coverage, but we can deal with that here pretty soon. And same with police coverage. Not the best, but something we can deal with. We've got good elementary coverage. We've got capacity for 900. We've only got 300 students. And our high school is just a little over half full. Granted, we could probably do with another one here on the other side of the city, but we may wait till we do our next big expansion here. What I want to do is... Oh, I can't buy a tile. Wait, I guess that milestone didn't come with a tile. So our next milestone should. Yeah, it comes with one. And that's at 5,500, which gives us campus areas, which would be nice. We can make our first university. So what we might do is buy this tile and just make like a nice university. Over here, there'll be a transit hub here. My goal is to use trains a lot in this map since we have trains running all throughout here and I can just expand them. It comes over here, so I can easily add a line that comes down this way as well and loops back into over here. So use a lot of trains. We can also use ferries a lot to get in between all the islands, which would be kind of nice. So did we get any new policies? I think we already looked at them, but I just want to double check. The one that I'm really looking forward to the most is education boost, which we get next. And that's going to really help the citizens get better jobs and everything. So they'll be more highly educated. But what we can do is start moving our industry over to this side of the map now, which is kind of a nice thing. I'm just not sure exactly where I want to put everything over here. We've got a little bit of money, so let's play with this. Let's just experiment here and see what I want to do. Like if I bring in a road, it's really close though for an intersection, but what we could do, if I bring that to there, that's 840, and then come up the 15 that we've been doing, and then make this my actual way in, and then we can do a bridge across there. And then we can just get industrial just separated out now by doing this. And then have that, and then we have a nice big stretch back here that we can deal with, or that we can use. It won't exactly mirror the other side, and I'm okay with that. Mainly, I wanted to be able to get it so that when I build this road into here, it will give me a little bit of zoning right up against that. Not a lot, but some. And this is going to have to come up higher because this road is elevated right here. There we go. It's pretty steep, but it'll be okay. And then over here, I kind of want to rethink the placement of these facilities to the point that I am going to put this stub back in, but I'm not going to connect it here. Just because I would like to reposition some of this stuff so I can have some bridges So, kind of an expensive redo that we're undertaking right now. I would like for a couple of these to have bridges across. Just so not all of our traffic has to go through here. So let's get those in place. You have to go up 9 to get over a highway, if I recall correctly. Yep. Cool. And then I want my bridge to be about the same length, so 1120. That's going to be right about here. Oh, one more. There we go. And then we'll connect that. And then I want to do another bridge here. Right down here, but I can't quite see where that's going to be. So what we'll do is, okay, so that's my 400s. The bridge would be right here. Go right even with where that bridge starts. Bring the bridge up and over. And we did 9. I like them to be kind of uniform, and then down. Cool. That'll give us a couple different ways over. Those bridges aren't exactly flat, but whatever. I'll deal with that later. Bring that way. What have I done that my blocks aren't right here? Oh, I just haven't filled in the intermediary. That's what it is. And that'll give us a nice big section there for some of our more heavy polluters. Which will be very handy. And I want to start getting some of that stuff moved across to the other side of town here. So let's do that. Let's work on getting this stuff over here. Like, I think this would be a good place to maybe do like our water treatment. Like, just run a road that just dead ends, and then move these. I'm gonna pause while I'm going to relocate these facilities. I know I've paid a lot to relocate these several times in a very short time span, but I think it's worth it. And then the same thing, I'm going to go ahead, even though I just moved these dudes, and I'm going to move our garbage over here as well. And that gets those polluters to a better part of town. They don't, I mean, they've got good access. They've got 2 bridges they can go over, or they can go over our main drag here. And that works well. So the next thing I want to do is start focusing on upgrading our roads, because these do, as I mentioned earlier, help with noise. Plus they just look nicer. And because they help with noise, they will raise land value. Granted, it's wintertime, so the trees are just kind of barely there. They've lost most of their leaves, but, you know, it's fine. So I just want to do this whole drag right here. Boom, 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 boom. And I want to do everything over here in this road. So, kind of upgrade this type, because that's a bridge. We're just going to upgrade all of this. See how happy they are about that? We should even see some slight upgrading start taking place because of this. Because we are slightly bumping up land values doing this. Yeah, I've already seen a couple green arrows pop up. There, cool. And then we're going to do the same thing back here on this side. Starting here. Eventually we're going to reclaim this industrial land. So it's okay to go ahead and do the Treasy Road right here. It's their official name, Treasy Roads, because they're roads with trees. It makes them treesy. Sounds like a rapper. I'm a little treesy. So over here, what we can do to save some money is downgrade these to the industrial roads, because they don't cost as much to operate. And we'll end that there. And then I think one last thing I'd like to do before we move on to start expanding the city, because we do have a huge residential demand. Is first of all, I want to come in here with move it, and I want to get my elevation the same on both sides of these bridges. There we go. And then I want to see if I can replace those bridges with some stuff from the content creator pack. So I just want a nice little 2-lane bridge that goes over. I don't think I want like the European ones. Yeah, I don't want the European ones because we're going to be in the middle of a highway. But I think like the truss bridge, because this is industrial, would look kind of nice. It'll let me put one there, but it won't let me put one there, probably because it's not high enough. So I'll be okay with that. And then maybe down here we could do something nice as well. That's a 4-lane road, but yeah, it doesn't really want to let me do it. Even though it looks like it should be fine, so... Oh, I see what the problem is. The arch right there might... No, they fit. Let's slow it down and then catch a truck just as it goes under. Yeah, it's plenty of clearance. And that just looks better. That just looks a lot better. But I'm going to do the same thing there and there. It's just a nicer looking bridge overall. And then I will leave this one alone. We'll just let it be a normal bridge. It'll be fine. So then we want to continue our industrial road on the bridge half of this. Leading right up to that. There we go. And then over there, we'll just leave that normal roads for now. And then as we get more industrial demand, we'll move it to over here. And that's my 10 right there. Cool. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Go right to here. I'm going to do one more bridge right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we'll see if we can't build with this bridge across. Space already occupied, eh? That's kind of sad. Oh well. And then I want to switch back to regular road. Go across. Oh, it's space already occupied. Oh, that's fine. There we go. That works. And then down. And then we'll connect this with our industrial roads. But we will come out there, put that there, put that there. And then, yeah, we've got some just nice big areas here that we can use for utilities and things like that. In fact, we might go ahead and move our snow dump over here. Or should we move these guys over here? That might be the better play. Let's get our utilities over here. Will these fit right here? No. Crap. I was really hoping that would fit like right there, but it's just one tile off. Will this fit in there? This will fit in there, and I think I'd be able to get 2 of them in. Okay, we're going to pause for just a second, because what we're going to do is lose our heating in town. Because this is now disconnected, but there we go, cool. So that gets us 1 noisy use. Not a polluting use, but a noisy use relocated. And then what I can do is take out that road and move these guys like here. And we'll have just a little space next to them for something else. And then that gets our power relocated. So then we just need to start thinking about, you know, migrating our industrial over as we get industrial demand. And reclaiming this area for something better. So that means we can now do this, which is nice. I do like this interchange a lot. Hopefully it'll hold up to traffic demands. I don't see why it wouldn't. Because we are eventually going to make use of our rail back here for our industrial. That's why I built industrial on this side, so that we're going to be able to get a nice area here where it just kind of flows in and goes back in. Oh, man. My neck hurts. There we go. All right, so let's start thinking about more expansion, because we do have a lot of demand right now. What are you complaining about? Not enough customers. Interesting. Unemployment is at a good place right now. So it's pretty much just residential that they want at the moment. So we're going to come in with these roads, and we are going to give them that. So this is 900. We're going to go 900, and then over, and we're going to go 900, and then over. We're just going to go ahead and get a big chunk of this knocked out here. And it looks like I can probably... Nope, can't go up that high there. Yeah, I should be able to get there. So it was 900. Did 1, 2, 3, so 3,600. Ooh, that one's not quite going to make it. 9. Oh, 9 times 3 isn't 36, Brandon. That was dumb. Did you guys hear that YouTuber? Is math wrong? You know what? I have an Arkansas public education. Leave me alone. I'm allowed to be dumb in math. Actually, I did really well in math. My favorite subject. All math was my favorite subject. Didn't matter what it was. Pre-algebra, algebra, algebra 2, calculus, trig. Loved them all. So I'm not going to connect these islands except via highways, trains, and ferries. So we're going to really have to rely on a lot of mass transit with the trains and the ferries to shuffle people from island to island. I think it'll be a fun challenge. There we go. That's a good little area for expansion right there. I'd like to get another collector in down here, but it's going to be kind of wasted. So let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should really be a collector there. But I mean, I guess I could go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's move you for just a minute. We are gonna pause and move this because it's come out 1 extra. Move that road too, so we can count. That is gonna mess up this though. Should be okay to upgrade it. I think everything will still fit. And then what I want to do is see where my numbers actually go. So you want to bring this out 1 extra space to make room for the extra width of said collector. I'm going to bring this out just a little bit. And then, nope, I wanted to stay on that. And then bring this over. And these are all going to say, they're all going to have problems. So we're just going to get rid of them. It's also going to relocate the bridge, so yeah, we can get rid of all this. There we go, and then we'll get rid of all that. And we can just run our collector up to where it needs to go there. Run it all the way down to where it needs to go here. And now, this will be nice because we'll have a collector bridge going over it as well. So we can get that right there, get that over, and then get it down, hopefully, in that same amount of space. Yep, and then boom, we now have a collector, but let's go ahead and make it the industrial collector. Nice. Very nice. And then reconnect this road and this road. And then let's see, what bridge might we have that could go over this? Probably none, because as low as that it is, I don't know that it's going to let me, but let's see if we can get this truss bridge in here. Yeah. It's a little too low because it has, if you look, it has like a walkway that you can't use. underneath it, and that would clip into the trucks. Oh well, we'll just live with it as is. And then we'll replace our little side streets, our local roads, right here. We did lose some zoning, but if I get it put back in, I don't believe we'll actually lose those buildings. So if I come in here and rezone this before I unpause the game, I think they'll stay put, no problem. I hope. Yeah? Looks like it. Cool. So our little ice sculpture park right there, this will be a bunch more commercial over here now. So what I may do is go ahead, and even though I was worried about losing these homes, go ahead and get rid of them. When do we get high density? At 5,500. Okay, so we're getting close. So we can do some high density stuff back over here for residential. That will lead up to a passenger train station. What I'm going to do is where this comes under the ground is I'm going to bring it out with a couple separate lines, probably two separate lines, like one that comes here and just comes back in about here for our industrial traffic, and then one that pops out maybe this way and then crosses back over for a residential connection or transit here and then back in. That way we get the trains sorted a little bit and on their own little lines. Alright, let's pay off a loan and then see about expanding. Just want to get that paid off so we've got maximum tax dollars coming into the coffers. Now this is going to be expensive to lay these pipes here. Do out one more. It'll be doubly expensive because I just deleted part of it. But we've got the money. Actually, we're going to go broke before I can get all this laid, aren't we? Probably. Laying pipe. What'd you do for Christmas? I laid pipe. We'll have to do like a connection like here. Get that connected. There we go. Awesome. So we're ready to expand. I actually had money left over. But not really. Because we're gonna need more services. Because what we have is currently and woefully inadequate. I also want to add in elder care and child care before I start doing this big expansion. So I need to get 18,000 for that and 22,000 for that. So I need 40 grand to build up in the bank here before we really make this push to expand. Excuse me. Thinking like a ferry. Well, maybe a ferry terminal back here by the train, another one up over here, and maybe one back here. And then again, I think I'm just going to do a university in here somewhere. I may have to raise these up so we can get a road. Or we'll have to do something with these train tracks. We're going to have to be able to get off of the highway here. Alright, we've got enough for our elder care. What is its radius? I want to try to cover as much of our existing town as possible, so we might use some eminent domain on some of our buildings down here. It's already occupied. There's healthcare there, there's a police station there. Let's move the firehouse over one. We're like happy and sad simultaneously about it. Like, you tore down our fire station. Yeah, you built a new fire station. So placing this right here will cover almost this entire section. So I think that is a good spot for it. And we're going to do childcare probably right nearby. Which this has our clinic, so we're going to relocate our clinic to here. You'll get over it. And then wait until we have... Oh, no, we have enough for childcare. Cool. And then we're going to put childcare here because, again, that covers almost this entire area. And that'll help raise property values a little bit as well. We can zone this as commercial. Like so. That gets that taken care of. That was a priority for me. And then I want to bring commercial back along here, along our collector. And back here along our collector. Just, oh, that was one too many. And they are building, but it won't hurt because I'm only taking the one. Cool. Awesome. Come to think of it, you probably need to connect the controller to the Xbox first, as it may require an update. It should update over Bluetooth to your via the Windows app. The Xbox Accessories app should give you the update you need. And then I think I'd like to, even though we have capacity in our schools, I'd like to have more schools out over this way. Just so they don't have to travel very far. So we've got good coverage to there. Let's put one right here. And then that will cover everything with that little corner. And then we'll think about one back there later. And then I want to get a second high school in. Again, we've got more than enough capacity. But I'd like to just get more coverage. So as soon as we have 24 grand, we're going to put a high school right there. But for now, we're going to build our... You know what? Let's give them, instead of a playground, let's give them a snowman park next to the school this time. Yeah. That'll be nice. And then we're just going to come in here with our zoning tool and go wha-bam. Maybe not right here. This is a little bit of a dip. Let's look at our terrain to inform this a little better. So we can do a couple small ones here. And then maybe like that. Step up. Hey, Casabre, how you doing? I hope I said that right. What's going on? Welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or just Happy Saturday if that's all you're observing today. And I hope you're doing well. Cool. That'll get some growth going, take care of a lot of the demand that we have. We'll get some money here in a second, put a high school in over here. How's our power? Fine, we've got 160. How's our heating? You just came back from your parents. Did you have a nice time with them? Gonna have to get some more heating in too, and that's a pretty big expense. Ooh, we might have to build that before we build the high school. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to build that before we build the high school. By the way, you guys like my the name that I gave the towns? It's a snow map, Shivering Timbers. I figured it's a snow map with lots of trees. Clever. At least I think it's clever. But again, a lot of the things I do I think are clever. Then other people are like, eh. Alright, stream elements, settle down. I'll hydrate, I'll stretch. I just about squashed all of our demand. I'm really hoping that we can get up to that next milestone just on this side of the highway so that we can do high density stuff over there. We got a lot of these dudes complaining that there's not enough workers, so what I'm going to do, since we want to start getting rid of industrial over here anyway, I'm going to go ahead and kick some of them out, let that pollution subside. In fact, I might kick them all out. And start moving these dudes to over here. Let's see how they do over here. How's my water treatment? We're good. We're good with sewage treatment. There, they can build new stuff up there. We could maybe even think about starting some bus lines. Because we do have some sprawl going here. And if we had some bus lines, that could really help us. Maybe if I do like a centrally located bus station, like around here. And then that could be like a hub that all the buses could come to. And then I could run just spokes, like, so I could run one out to like this neighborhood, and then over to here. And just have 3 bus lines and then have the transfer station. And I could even probably get like a pedestrian bridge up over here to bring that in as well. That might be a good thing to consider. Stream elements, settle down. So that our ground pollution is definitely going down. This will continue to subside since there's nothing there anymore. And these guys will take over. One thing I would like to do, even though we don't have any industry, I would like to go ahead and put in a warehouse. Because regular industry likes to use these warehouses as well. I'm hoping can't fit one in a square. I was really hoping to be able to fit it into a square there. I can put it there. That'll work. And then what we're going to do is just set this for commercial zone goods. And then you'll see all of these industries, instead of sending out delivery trucks across the city, let us deliver to there. And then these guys will worry about distributing it to the rest of the town or exporting it. So you can already see all the trucks starting to show up to drop off goods there. So that won't really make us a whole lot of money, but it will help with traffic. Because all of these individual buildings now only have to go there instead of all the way throughout the city to go deliver to commercial. And then this guy will send his trucks due to the deliveries. We do have a weird train thing happening back here by this, though. I'm okay with it. I'll live with it. So we need to get a new snow facility over here. Snow dump. And empty that one out. And the only reason I want to do that is that it does pollute a little bit, but it's more the noise that comes from it. Well, I guess no, pollution does come out of it. My bad. But I'd like to get it moved over here all the same. We've got enough money for that second geothermal plant. That's kind of what I've been wasting time waiting for. So we'll get that in. Oops, there we go. And we'll get it connected to the grid. And then, hey, we have enough for high school still, too. Cool. Cool. So I do want a high school right back here. Again, not for capacity's sake, just for coverage sake. And then these guys, instead of having tennis, this high school is going to have a curling team. Yeah. Look at that. What's curling? I don't really know. I know it's something on ice and skating and knocking a little puck backwards and forwards, but I don't really understand it beyond that. So we've got a good collector network that rings everything. We're looking pretty good. 4,200 people. And what are we aiming for? 5,500. So we need to bring in about 1,200 more people, which we will be using this land and this land, but we're just waiting for demand to pop up right now. I think I'm going to get this road network established, bring my bridges over. We don't want all of these to be a bridge. We know we want our collector to be a bridge. Because that's, you know, just smart. So we need to go up 9. Bring that over. Just wherever it stops. And then how far is that down? 1670. So we'll go right to there. Bring that down to the ground. 1670. Beautiful. And then that will come out to here-ish. I don't know. We'll just stop it there. And then over here, we can now just bring these roads straight over. straight, I said, please, and thank you. And cooperate with me. Actually, I need to do something here. I need to check my road lengths and make sure that they're actually going to fit properly. I think they should, because I'm pretty sure I did the other side properly. But I just want to be sure. Yep. It's perfect. Oh, whoa, hello. Absolutely perfect. Cool. So then let's do... The reason I wanted to do that is because I want to get another section here for industrial, and I'm going to go ahead and move all the industrial over here. But I wanted to get some additional road connections for them before I did that. So then we want... From here, it comes down 1120. So there's like a little section that comes off that's 240. So I want a bridge here and a bridge here. So it's like every other road basically has a bridge over, which just will keep, again, all the traffic from having to go over our main intersection. Over there, which will be good because we want this to just really be used primarily for people getting on and off the highway, not for traveling from one side of the town to the other. In fact, we may even decrease the speed limit on that one just to discourage people from using it as a way to cross the sides. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, I'm not going to worry about it too terribly much. I'd kind of like to just go ahead and bring this out a little more. I can't bring it out the full 900, can I? I could, but then it would be right up against there. So let's go half. We'll split the difference. We'll do like that. That's going to make... It's not going to do what I want it to do, though. We're going to have cul-de-sacs. Oh, well. Don't tell City Planner Plays. Which, if you like City Skylines and you're not watching City Planner Plays, I question your life decisions. That dude is so good at the game and just informative. Like, 'cause he's an actual real-life city planner. And because of that, you know, he actually talks about, you know, the different things that go into city planning. And how you can apply some of that to the City Skylines, and it's just really cool. All right, so now I just want to bring off another section here of roads. So we would go, was it 900? Yeah, 900. And then that will tell me where I can end these two collectors. Sorry, rocks. Again, don't tell Biffa that I destroyed rocks. Like those two even know who I am. We'll do that, and I'm going to upgrade this to the trees road. Yes, I can upgrade it. Don't you tell me I can't upgrade. I can do whatever the hell I want. It's my world. I can do what I want. And then we will do industrial roads off this side. Right to... Come on, there. And then there. Right there. I'm going to leave this double spaced again, just so when we need more power, I can put more hydroelectric there. This is going to be kind of our, not hydroelectric, geothermal. This is kind of going to be our little geothermal corner over here. And we will connect that. Beautiful. Oh, they're already using these bridges, even though there's like nothing over here for them to use it for. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill off the rest of this industrial here. And then let's find a place for a new snow dump and get that emptied as well. Oh, beautiful. It'll fit right there nicely. Might also want to think about the road maintenance depot. I'm going to empty that, which is pretty much empty, so then I can just delete it. There we go. Done. And then we can get rid of this ugly little stumpy road, so we don't need that anymore. And our city is starting to really look fantastic. We're 4,600 people. We've got upgrades taking place, which is always nice. So, getting rid of all those industrial, I did create unemployment. So I am going to have to put them in, even though they are struggling to hire people. I'm going to bring back this off for industrial here, and same on this side. And we'll do this as commercial for over here once we start expanding over here. So let's think about that bus station that we were talking about earlier. I really think right here would be a nice place for it. Can't afford it at the moment. It's 65,000, so we need to wait just a moment. Oh, that's right. I did not extend out the heating pipes far enough. There we go. And you. And you. I want to pause. No reason to have the game paused. I'm fixing the problem immediately. So cool. We just need to get to 65,000. Then I'm going to put a bus terminal in right here. And then we're going to send it to service like our industry, a line that runs up here, and a line that runs over here. And then they all come back here, so it's like a nice transfer hub. While we're doing that, I would also like to go ahead and upgrade these roads to the nicer stuff here. Because we should see pollution starting to drop. Oh, did I forget to move a recycling plant? I sure did. Where can you go? You go right there. There we go. So now we should see all of the pollution over here quickly dissipate. So that's where we had that recycling center. And then this will be land that I can use for residential. Okay, so building in that took care of my unemployment problems, so we're ready to go ahead and zone another big chunk of residential right here. Oh, maybe not right there. Maybe we want that to be commercial. There we go. And then that should kill a lot of our current demand. Help these guys get in there, and then when I get $10,000 more, I can build our bus station. I will need a bus depot, though, as well, because the buses have to come from somewhere. So let's find a place for that bus depot. It can go literally anywhere. That costs a lot of money. So now we're going to be waiting even longer before we can put in our bus station. We do have trams and trolley buses, but not really going to worry with those. I mean, we could run a tram like up and down this main line and have it even come over here to by train station. That might be something we do later, and literally just have it go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Like if we had a ferry terminal on this end, train station on this end, that might be something kind of cool. Our highway interchanges are doing some things I don't want them to do, so let's fix that real quick with our lane guidelines here. Basically, when they're exiting from out of there, they're jumping all the way across the highway, and that's not good. They can change lanes right there. That way they don't just exit and come right back in. They have a chance to change lanes here, but yeah, see, like that truck right there, he came off, changed lanes. And you'll see these guys do the same thing. Oop, jump out into that lane, that way they don't just have to exit right back on. And that should, yeah, it's helping traffic flow a lot better. Because what we had is with these cars jumping way out to here, and you were seeing big slowdowns coming in. But we dealt with that. That problem's solved. We might get to our 5,500 just off of this little section here. Has that pollution over here gone away all the way yet? Not yet. It's getting there, though. How are we doing with park coverage? Not the best back in this corner, so we could maybe give these guys a nice little park. Be another snowman park back here? Sure, we're gonna knock down some houses, throw in a snowman park. That does not have the effect I thought it was gonna have. I thought it was gonna be a much bigger radius. Alright, so maybe we switch to a dog park and put one of those here-ish. That did the trick. So we will put in another dog park over here. Give our citizens lots of places to walk their doggos. And then that should also help with our... Oh, we're even starting to get some green for our land values now. That's exciting. And we're just 250 people away from our next milestone, which will give us high density buildings. So what I think I'm going to do is create a zone here. That size brush will be just fine. And bring that zone. Oh, I hate it when I color outside the lines. And bring that zone all the way over to here, even though industrial's not going to be really impacted. I did it again. Follow the damn roads, Brandon. Okay, let's fix this. This bothers me. There we go. Go here. And then follow this. Outside the lines again. I like nice crisp straight lines on this. So we'll go there. I don't know why. It doesn't matter, but it just looks better. Go there, and then we'll bring this over to right here. Not that we need it over here, but I just need a road to follow. We're going to do a high-rise ban on this section. Though, ooh, I don't get high-rise bans until later, I think. I think that comes after you get the ability to build high-rises, which is kind of silly if you think about it. Just want to run this over here. Fill in all of that. And then I want to bring it, let's clean that up. Bring it back down this road again. Like, oh, hey, we're there. Yeah, we don't get the policy for high-rise ban yet, do we? Nope. That's so dumb. Well, okay, we're doing things because it clicked. Things are happening that we don't want to happen. Okay, so then we're going to bring this to right here and over. No. Straight lines. There. And then over. Like that. Beautiful. Look at that. It's a masterpiece. Not really. Park District. Yeah, we don't have high-rise bands. When did we get those? At 7,500. I gotta get... that's disappointing. So they're saying they need more jobs. Their unemployment is only at 5%. So I don't know that I really believe them. I don't think I really believe them. What else did we get on that milestone, though? The ability to buy a new square? We did. We need that, because that's where I want to put my university. Do we have ferry boats yet, though? We do. Good. Because I want to use ferries and trains to move people from island to island. Apparently, we don't have waste processing. Yep, sewage treatment is falling behind. Where are we going to put more sewage treatment? I don't want to go too far this direction with industry. But I guess we could do one more run of industry roads here. That's 450, so we'll go out 450. There we go. Run that to there. There, and I guess we can go ahead and build this side in. 300, that's 300. 300, and boom, and then that there, and then this. Hello. For our collector. Bring some heating pipes underneath. nose itches. And so I'm making that horrible face. Bring this on down. And then we can... What's our garbage like as well? It's getting low, so we might want to think about that. But right now, our main issue is our waste management. I'm going to go ahead and build 2 of them if I can. Oh, we got a lot of money. Holy cow. We'll get those connected. Cool. How's our power? Doing fine. How's our heating? Doing fine. So, yeah, let's think about garbage collection as well then. Put in a couple more recycling centers. Once I get our waste processing and waste transfer, I will do additional coverage from those. Oh, you know what I meant to do as well? I wanted to get in... We need better fire coverage and all of that, because we're woefully inadequate there. So what I'm going to do is see about getting this to cover a lot of that area. I know we were going to do buses, and we're still going to do buses, don't worry. Having it closer to a collector makes sense, because it can get in and out a lot quicker. So we're going to put one here. That's expensive. And then we're going to put the big police station in as well. It's 60 grand, and we're missing a little bit of cash on that. But if I put that there, that should help quite a bit. Quite a bit. Though it is really close to the other police station, so maybe we'll do this over here. Maybe we should have done that fire station over here, too. I probably should have done the fire station over here, too. So we may move it. We're moving really slow in time. Let's speed that up so we get this money sooner. As soon as we have our 60, I'm going to plop that down. There we go. And then what's it's going to cost us to move this? 12,000. Okay, that won't take but a second. We're going to relocate that back here. I just think it'll be better for coverage purposes because it was really close to an existing fire station. So it makes more sense to spread our coverage out since this area over here doesn't have a whole lot of coverage. Granted, we're not very close to that collector, but we are close to this collector, so they can get over there pretty quick. So 12,000. We're at 96, 10,000, 10,005, 11. Yeah, we're making bank. There we go. Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and do something I don't like doing. I'm going to take out a loan because we want to get our buses up and running. So that's going to help us as well. It's going to help with this problem. Hey, how much does this thing cost? 65,000. I took out a loan for 66,000. Whatever. And that's going to go right here. Not on the collector, because that'll cause problems. It's going to go off the collector right there. And now we can start building bus routes. So let's think about where we want them to go. I think one servicing this area will be fine. One servicing this area will be fine. And then one that kind of goes here. So let's work on our road network a little bit more here. Just so I can see where those buses are going to go a little bit better. We can just go ahead and plot them in over here, even though nobody lives over here yet. Here it is, 6,200 people. What's our next milestone that we get the high-rise band on? I believe this gives me high-rise band. Yeah, at 7,500. So if I can get 1,300 people over here, maybe I can expand over this way and a little bit over this way. So I really want to get some lower density buildings here. In fact, I want to change this. I want this to just go to here, just to this road. Let's get rid of that whole chunk there. There we go. Bring that down and then across. So I want to start getting really high density stuff pretty quick, but you don't want to just have high density next to low density, because then you've got like this massive weird difference in height of buildings. So if you do a high-rise ban on like the gap between them, it gives you a nice natural progression up to the larger buildings. And it just looks better. And we need to extend out our water pipes. Cool. And now we will set our bus routes. And this should help as well. We also now have the ability to build offices and a university, but I want to do my university over here. I just don't know. It's going to be expensive because I'm going to have to redo the highway and make an exchange and interchange and all that. And then we're going to have to encourage people to use it. So maybe I don't want to build the university over there. Maybe I want to instead do the university campus all through here and then do part of it here, part of it here. Maybe even part back here. But it's not all going to fit, is the problem. But I really want these areas to get in 900 more people as well, so you get a high-rise ban. So I want to do all this high-rises, but with the high-rise ban on. Oof. Big decisions to make here. But we definitely need to get a university going. Okay, bus routes. Let's just one thing at a time, Brendan. Bus routes. So we're going to start our first one, and it is going to service this neighborhood over here. Don't need a whole lot of stops. So let's bring it around like right there, because then that's 2 blocks away from there. They'll gladly walk over to there, and it's 2 blocks this way. And we'll just run up this road right here. Just every few blocks, and then we'll bring it in there, and then we will come down to over here, go here, but then we're going to loop back around so that the bus isn't just going in one direction, because you don't want that. And then it will terminate back over here at the terminal. And I want to make sure these are all biofuel buses. And we are going to give that its own unique color. And already, look at that. People are already lining up to use it, which is freaking awesome. So, bus route number the 2nd. We will put in there. And then we're going to kind of do about the same thing. Just mirrored. And go here. It's awful close to that, but I think it'll be okay. Go there. And about here, and about here. And even though this is really close to those stops, they will walk between the two and use that as a secondary transfer, which is kind of nice. We'll go here. That's really close to the bus station itself, so we'll go here. And then we're going to work our way back. Like so. And into there, complete that. Make sure it's just biofuel buses. It is now just biofuel buses. We'll give that its own unique color. That is the purple line. And then one more that's going to service this whole area, kind of going up and down this way. So again, create a new line. Oof. That's autosave lag there. And then we are going to come in this direction. Put one there. We don't want to go too far on our gaps. We want to make sure it's walking distance. So that's 2 blocks there. And then 2 more blocks, 2 more blocks. And then we'll come down here. And that'll be 2 blocks apart there. Yeah, that'll work. And then there, and then there. And then we're going to double back around. So that they can use the bus line to go either direction within this area. Then also use the bus to get over here to transfer it to another line. Bus. And let's make this one kind of a teal color. So there we go. We've got 3 bus lines in. You can hear some people upgrading because they're happy to have mass transit. And I bet we've already got some utilization going on. Oh, yeah. We've already got 118 people that have already ridden this one. In fact, eventually the buses will space themselves out. But right now, we're looking like we can maybe use some more buses on this line. We've got some really popular stops there. Over here, couple popular stops. And then over here, probably not as much, just because a lot of the buses don't really service anything. But those first few stops are getting some people as well. Why haven't you cranked out all 11 buses yet? No, because you're doing your unbunching. Okay, that's fine. And then this will just serve as a nice area to bring everybody in. So what I want to do is make a pedestrian path across here. I don't want to make a crosswalk. I just want to build a nice pedestrian path across. And to do that, I'm going to try to do this. So I want to turn off everything except angle and grid. So I want to go right off of here. Bring this up as a bridge. Like that. Then bring this. Get rid of the grid. And I want it to be like right there in the middle. And yeah, come right down there. But it doesn't like that. It likes it now. There we go. So now they can walk up and over and get from this side to the bus terminal. Very simply. I bet we'll start seeing people using that very quick. Yeah, already here comes somebody. On his bicycle, no less. No, he's walking. There's somebody behind him on his bicycle. So cool. That gets us our mass transit. People are upgrading because they now have access to transit. So we might not have to zone anything else in order to get this built out. We do have some unemployment happening, though. So it means we need just a bit more industrial, because we're not ready for offices yet because we haven't educated anyone yet. And without education, those offices will sit completely vacant. Fill in some of these spaces here. And that should be enough for now, but let's start thinking about the campus. We have 1,900 people that are interested in a college education. So what we could probably do is, like I mentioned, maybe just have it one campus, but spread out in multiple areas. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to draw in just a line that follows the roads here. And the nice thing is there's bus stops near most of this. No, don't make a new one. Don't make a new one. Come on, go back into there. There you go. There. Just cut it down there. And down to this road. Maybe. Autosave kicking in? No, I don't know what caused that bit of lag then. And then right to here, and then we'll just bring this out to the shoreline. Can't make a nice, sharp, crisp line across roads because there's no roads here yet. But we will extend this all the way to the highway. Campuses don't really care about noise, surprisingly. You'd think they would. They don't. Come and get in there. There you go. We'll follow this shoreline around. I could go to the bigger brush, but this one gets it done. And it's less clicking back and forth. And then bring this out to the highway here. And don't be in that one. There you go. And bring that all the way up to there. Nice. Very nice. I dig it. That works out Very well. So it's going to be a very spread out campus. Not a whole lot I can really do about that. So where's my nearest bus stop? Over here. I think I want to make my main. I want to make my main buildings over here because there's going to be some high-rise stuff over here. So where is my nearest bus stop over here? It's right there. That'll be close enough, I do believe. So let's put our main campus building. We only have trade schools unlocked for now, which is just fine. We're going to kind of center this on this road. Boom. We now have a campus area started. And ooh, it is ugly. Oh, man. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit here. Make this look a little better. Level this off for the campus area. Make our brush a little larger. There we go. Just get rid of this hill that's right here and just smooth this out. There we go. Cool. And then what we'll do is bring our roads that are here right behind this building. Let's turn on all of our snap twos. We're going to come in right behind this building. Well, maybe not right behind it. Let's... God, you're still looking really weird. Why? We leveled it. Why are you still looking so strange? There you go. We just needed to move it. That fixed it. So maybe we want to build some buildings like off behind this. So let's see about what that's going to look like. Where the paths and everything need to go to do that. So if we come straight across like that and straight across like that, then we can actually get like some of these guys back in here. Like we could do a study hall right there. And then maybe some dorms. Yeah, this would be nice. Dorm there. And a dorm right there. I dig it. And then we're going to put our first really large building right here off the side of this street. Like that. Because that goes all the way out to the edge. And then we can just bring the roads back in behind all this. To right there. And over and over. And then we might be able to fit some more university buildings back in here. I don't know. We'll deal with that later when the time comes. For now, we need some heating pipes to bring heat to our university. And now, how many people... Where's our campus district name? There we go. This can hold 2,000 people. And we have, in our city, 2,100 students. So we already need a bit more capacity than what we're offering. We also need to make this place look better in terms of aesthetics so that it can upgrade. So we're going to throw in the groundskeeping. We're going to throw in our book club. The book club does add another 50 capacity. And then I guess we can just do like 1 or 2 more dorms back here just for capacity's sake. We'll eventually completely tear down the whole university once it upgrades to level 5 and rebuild it in a more compact fashion. There we go. We've got room for 2,600 people. Let's go ahead and bring this up to where our percentage is just over 50% and give them an IT and engineering grant. We're not going to do any of our policies for now. We're just going to leave it as is. And then this should start attracting students. Because again, there are 2,200 people in town that are eligible to go to university. So it shouldn't take too long for this to get going. What I might do is just grab where this bus route comes on a return. Actually, what I could do is bring the bus route over here like this. So it's serving the university as well. And not having to loop back on itself. There we go. Yeah, now that just adds bus service to both sides of the university there without making the bus route do anything weird. And that should help bring in students as well. I hate that the campus district name's way over there. Don't really know why we're not seeing big numbers of people just jump over here. I mean, we've got people who want to attend. We're up to 2,300 now that can fit there. Like, we're almost going to be at capacities pretty soon. That's not a bad looking little start to a trade school, though. We put some fountains maybe up here in the corners. I just like my campuses to be nice and compact. They tend to get sprawl. And I'm not happy about that. So we've got big residential need, but we're not going to touch it because in just 40 more people, we upgrade to the high-rise ban, or we get the high-rise ban available. Yeah, I can talk. And then I can do the high-rise ban in this area and start putting in high-density stuff. And we're 32 people away from that. 36 people, 39 people, 38 people. There we go. It's going back in the positive direction. As people upgrade, they temporarily move out, and then they move back in. So it's going to take just a minute for us to hit 7,500, and then we'll start expanding here and into here. But not until after we do a new policy that is going to have a pretty big impact on the city. So we don't want to, like, rush it too much. Let's just smooth this out here a little bit. There's a pretty steep shoreline there anyway, so just smoothing that a little bit, or leveling that, makes it look fine. And then maybe I can come in with the smooth tool, bring it way down. Like there. Or the soften tool. And just kind of just bump the edge of it here a little bit. That's... Oh, there we go. We hit it. Cool. Is that still level tool? Oh, that's soften. Let's get rid of the brush strength here. There we go. Soften that off a little bit. Looks a little better. Cool. So, we're going to do a couple things here. We have some new policies. First of all, Park District, they are going to get a high-rise ban. Right off the bat. Then, citywide policies, we're going to do a few things. First, we are going to do education boost. That is going to encourage people to go to college. So we should see this number start climbing. Indeed we are. So there we go. Very good. So we should have no trouble hitting that 500 now. We're also going to do a few other things. So if we take a look at our land value, we've got some pretty good land value in this area. Not too shabby here. On the outer edges, maybe not the best. But what we're going to do is we're going to come in here to policies and do a few things. We're going to come over here into city planning. And the first thing we're going to do is turn on high-tech housing. I know not every city builder likes using this citywide. I do, because of the benefits I get of increased land value. I eventually turn it off once I get to the point that I can build the Eden project, because that takes care of it. And then I do it like on a per zone basis, because you do get slightly different housing styles by turning this on. So this will make our city kind of bland. But by turning this on, we're already seeing some upgrades. Now we're going to see a lot more, because you can see that our bright green spread quite a bit. So that in and of itself is going to give us a huge upgrade in our level 5 housing. And even level 3 and 4. Like these areas that are got a lot of light green, they're eventually going to wind up like these guys. That's just going to spread throughout the city, which is a good thing. But it's going to also mean more people, which is going to mean we're going to have an even greater need for jobs. By the way, how are we doing here? Already over 500. Nice. Our bus station, moving 113 people through the hub that actually use that as the stop, but I bet we're moving a lot more. Yeah, 500 a week. This one was our busy one that we were worried about. Maybe we need another bus or two, but it actually looks like it's handling it just fine. So The other policies I want to look at. I want to come in here and turn on both small business enthusiasts. Costs 2 credits per building, but they double their sales, and that's double the tax revenue for me. Turn that on. We don't have any high density yet, but we will. And I'm going to do the same thing for industrial space planning. That's 6 credits per zoned industrial building, but it doubles the amount of goods that they produce, meaning they can service more commercial with the same amount of industrial. So that right there should lead to some upgrades. So I'm still not going to zone anything just yet, but I want to see what that does once our upgrading settles down. Plus, it allows me to build up a little money in the coffers for the city budget. I am going to relocate this ice sculpture park right here. Just because I want to use this for our university purposes, or our trade school purposes. Speaking of, over 700 yet? Yep. So cool. More and more people are starting to enroll. We've got 11% of our population that are now graduated from university. Sadly, high school, we've only got 50% of our population graduated. We have good coverage on our high school, so I'm not really sure why we don't have more people. And on elementary, only 73% of our people are going. But again, we have good coverage. This corner back here could maybe use its own. But they've got buses that are going, like, look, this bus comes right to the elementary school. That's not by accident. When I placed them earlier, I thought about the every other thing from when we got bus lines. So kind of peculiar that we're not seeing more. Few people lining up to use the transfer. Mostly probably people wanting to go over here to go to work. Do have a big problem though of not enough workers. Unemployment at 4%, so we should have some workers. I mean, we've got 4,800 jobs available and only 3,500 people employed, so there's 1,300 people that could still go to work if they wanted to. They just have chosen not to. 800, this is going along swimmingly. Let's get rid of that. So we should get our first academic work from the grant, and then we should get our second one just from the research funds that we've given them. So hopefully we get our first upgrade just after our first academic year. Have our upgrades slowed down? Still a few happening. Something just dawned on me. Yep, it's doing it again. I hate this building. I absolutely despise this building. I need to just delete it from my... it's like this... a theme that I have. Brooklyn. But I thought I had it set so that those buildings weren't available unless I themed the neighborhood. But what happens is I wind up with these freaking row houses everywhere in the city, and I just don't like the way it looks. It just makes it feel a little too urban for me, having them just everywhere. And then the same is true for commercial. There's a commercial version of it as well. And I just don't think it, I don't know, I just don't think it blends in right. When you've got one neighborhood that you want to have that look, it's fine. But to have them everywhere, you can just see we've got just boxes everywhere in these residential neighborhoods. With signage on them, and I don't know. I don't know how to keep that asset and limit it to just that one theme. I thought I had done that. Like, I really thought that, like, these were only available in that. I'm gonna have to do some research to find out how to make it so that this isn't included. Because see, they're not included in any other theme at all. And I don't really get why they can build them if it's not freaking included. I don't understand it. Oh wait, you can click on a building and hit bulldoze all. Oh my god. That's so handy. I never knew that was a thing. The higher the number, the more this building is likely to spawn. Default is 10, maximum value is 100. So if I change that to 0, they'll never spawn in regular zoned areas? I don't know. They're just going to rebuild them right back. This is going to be the same damn building. So all the ones I bulldozed. Well, we got a regular house there. That's nice. But yeah, I don't like that building. So what's our next milestone? At 13,000, which is kind of a bit of a ways away. And we do finally get crematoriums, and we get the bigger water tower. Speaking of water, how are we doing on all of that with our services? Water, a little low. So let's go ahead and add in over here in water tower corner. Under water tower. Actually, let's put it there. Plop it right down on top of an existing line. That'll make it a lot easier. There we go. Cool. And then garbage, keeping up beautifully. Healthcare is struggling. So we could probably do with like an actual hospital. And we're going to put that right there. Death care. Oof. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. There's only 12 dead people. That's like one hearse. Fire coverage could be better back there. So we may have to put a fire station back that way. Up here, we're good. Over there, pretty good. And we've got just a little area right here that's just not quite covered. And then police coverage is pretty much the same story. Just a little right there that's not quite covered. And of course, we know our education is looking pretty good. So we've got quite a few people that have already gone through university. But I don't get why we just don't have all 1,300 of them coming over here. We should have. I guess because a lot of people skipped out on high school, they're not able to go university. I'm assuming that's the problem. Wait, what time did I go live today? Oh, that's right, I was a little bit late. So I have to wrap up in 40 minutes or so because we're heading to my sister's house to celebrate Christmas this evening. I don't think I want parking on this road. Also, yeah, it reminds me, there's a thing I wanted to do. So we're going to jump here into Traffic Manager. We're going to get rid of parking on this road because that just looks silly on this main street to have parking. And we can do it there. I also want to lower the speed limit on this. Oh, that bridge looks funky. I just want to bring this in because I want to discourage people from using this as I want them to use these bridges to get across from side to side. I really want this bridge to be just getting on and off the highway. So I'm going to drop this down to 20. Which is lower than even those residential streets. And on the road, approaching it as well. End of an academic year just happened. Let's go see what that means for upgrade potential. It's all going to come down to whether or not we got 2 academic works or not. I can't. Oh, it's because I got all this crap turned off. Nope, we did not get our upgrade. We only got 1 academic work. That's fine. We will go ahead and give them another grant. This time we will do for hospitality. And then we've definitely finished our upgrade cycle. We've got a few that are still popping in here and there, but we've got a lot of demand. So let's meet that demand. We're going to come in here with some high density Commercial. Right across from the university. Just a little swatch of it there. And then we're going to do just a few offices, even though we don't really have huge demand for those right now. But they're here to help us with noise buffering, because it's a mistake I see a lot of creators make, that they put their high density commercial right next to their residential, and then they're like, why are all these people sick? They're not sick, they have headaches. And they're complaining about the noise. We'll fill this in. And then we'll see what our demand looks like after all of this builds out. Look at him go, boy. Since we are going to have school right here, I almost wonder if I shouldn't, like, do, like, University City theme just for a couple blocks around the school. We'll lose a lot of residents doing that, though. No, it sucks. 13,000, that's what we're going for? Yeah, 13,000. Let's see if we can get there before I have to leave at 4 o'clock. This is also going to add ridership to our purple line, so we're going to want to keep an eye on it and make sure that it doesn't become overwhelmed and that we don't need to add any buses. Right now we have too many buses for it, but I'd rather have too many than not enough. Once we get everything built out, then we can kind of adjust and plan. Do we have trains now? We do, so we can think about that cargo network that I wanted to put in. I kind of want it like down here, so we can also get like a passenger station here, and then I can just do like a one-way loop down to it and then back up. It'll waste a lot of space, but I like doing the one-way loops so that the traffic that pours into them isn't overwhelming. Alternatively, I could branch off up this way and that way and just bring one in here. But I kind of want to save this space up here for more expansion of our geothermal facilities. So yeah, I think down here would be our better play for it. So let's plan this out for a cargo terminal. How do I want this to work? That's really going to cut me off from using this space back here, too. And I don't want to do that. Right at all. Alright, one thing I am going to do is create parallel mode. This is such a handy tool. So you go through, select all the nodes where you want to create an identical parallel network. So that'll be fine. And then let's see, I gotta read here. To change the side, you press tab, so now it's over there. Oh, but that also did that. Ooh. That's problematic that tab does both of those. So let's first get my offset where I want it to be. I want a little offset between the two. Then we'll hit tab, then we'll hit enter, and then we'll hit tab again to go back in. So now I have a nice parallel railroad. It did, you know, build over some rocks, but that's just happens because it turns anarchy on, I think. To do that, excuse me, so we can just move that stuff out of the way. And then I'm going to delete this section and this section because we need that area to be able to loop in. Oh my gosh, why do I have the hiccup so bad? So then this, I want it to, oh wow, right here. Do I have another time? Oh, no, I'm not right there. What was that purple line? This was where planes are flying over. Okay. So I want this to be lined up with the tracks. So I need a road that does about the same. What I'm going to do is just kind of cheat. I'm going to do that. We're going to pause. And then I'm going to grab it with move it, bring it over to where I want it. And then we'll worry about fitting a road to it later. I want it right about there. So I need to delete some tracks. Bring it in and line it up with those tracks a little bit better. That's pretty parallel to the one behind it. And then I just want to set it down to the height of these. That looks pretty good. So now we can come in and make this connection. This is just too short. Just turn that on. Actually, we'll just not do that because I can see that it's not quite lined up properly. It's a little too far up. There we go. Try that again. And we'll just back off to here. Use our curved track. There we go. And then use curved track over here. There we go. And I want to do the same thing over here. Get that connected. Then I want to get this connected as well. Oop, that's kind of ugly. There we go. Cool. And then I can get a road down here. I want just a one-way industrial road. Get past it. I did. There it is. Cool. And then I want to go to straight. We're on straight. Good. And I just want to run that right. Let's turn anarchy off so that I know I'm getting this lined up properly. Just want to run that right like that. And then I want to use my curve road tool to bring in just a nice quick line there. And then here I want to try to get up to here, but not like that, because that looks ugly. We'll do it more like... So maybe what I do is bring this road down a little bit more. Oh yeah, maybe we don't even need to do that road. Maybe we can do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. So these are going 450 at a time, so let's see about 900 here. And let's see, I made that one way and didn't mean to. There we go. And then I should be able to use my curve road tool and get a nice transition between these two. There we go. And then that's a nice one way in and out. And then we can still have our regular grid coming off of this as well. So, I don't know where my middle point is. We'll go up 450. There's my middle point. So we'll just have kind of like this area over here. Maybe not have as much zoning as the rest of it, but it won't be too bad. And that'll give us a nice little connection to cargo. So we need to turn off all these guidelines and bring some feeding pipes down here onto the road where they belong. Like so. And then we will turn all that back on and come down this way, come down this way, make a connection there, and then we'll go ahead and just create a redundant connection there. And now we have a functional cargo train terminal that these dudes can start using to export. And what we'll probably see is trucks coming out of here and just exporting stuff because we don't have a whole lot of demand in commercial right now. Our offices and our commercial both struggling to get employees right now. That will change as all of this starts to upgrade. And what I probably neglected, I did. I neglected to put in a school over here, which we really need in high density, just because so many people are here. So we're going to use some eminent domain, and then we're going to give these guys a small playground as well. It's a large playground. I want a small playground. But you're going to lose some houses, but I'm okay with that. And that gives us pretty good elementary coverage all across town. Oh, that's park coverage that I'm looking at. Gives us pretty good elementary coverage except back in this corner, which we can fix that pretty easily. High school coverage, not too shabby, though we can maybe do with another high school up here. Maybe we can knock out some of these offices that are complaining and just put a high school in here. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll put on the other side of the street a basketball court. There we go. That'll still serve as a noise buffer, but it'll also add to the land value over here by way of having a park. So how are we doing on our trade school? We are at 571 students. I'm surprised it's so low. And we only have 920. We've had 30% of our residents go through. So, what, 3,000 people have graduated college already? It's an awful lot of red for that being 3,000 people. Want to let this area get upgraded before I start thinking about moving over here. And I want to leave these areas untouched for now, because I just don't know how much room we're going to need for the trade school. It will help once I get, because our next expansion for the trade school is going over there, not over here. I mean, in fact, this may be the only thing I do with the trade school right here. There may not be anything else. So we could possibly even put like just a little bit of office here and then some residential back here. Probably low-rise stuff though. But so far, I'm really happy with how this city is progressing. I think it's looking good. It all feels good. I could zone residential right here, but I hate having that right next to our big major intersection there. Instead, what I think I'm going to try to do is sneak a walking path in here. Don't know how well this is going to go. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Actually, get rid of that. Turn off all of this and see if I can't get a path through here. Is that actually connected? I'm not sure. And then we're going to use our freeform tool to get this to come right back here by this one. Like that. And then, do I need it to go anywhere else? No, that's where it needs to end. So let's bring that in a little bit better. Give that a bit of an arch. There we go. Because now they can walk from over here to over to here. And that just gives them a slightly better connection. I may even... Nah, this is fine, because I can just go there. They can cross the street and go there and then go through the park. And a lot of people are. A lot of people are walking through this park to walk over to the bus station. And I like that. It's just kind of a... It makes me happy to see people utilizing the park as part of their daily commute. You know, they just get to enjoy a park while they're on their way to work. A lot of people using that bridge. Don't think a lot of them are using it to go to the bus station, though. Yeah, this is connected. They're able to get through there, even though it looks like they're not. It's working. Good, good, good. Why are you so tall? There should be a high-rise ban on you. Same for you. You're awful big. Building is covered by more services, huh? Interesting. What services do you lack back here? Death care. Your health care is fine. Your fire coverage is fine. Your police coverage is fine. Maybe mass transit? Though no, it's got a bus stop right there, so it's covered. So yeah, it's probably death care over here. Which I don't really want to build any more death care because I don't like cemeteries. They just take up space. There's a crematorium, burn them, they're out. And you're good. I actually kind of like this road We'll probably do something similar down here for a passenger train station. It's going to be tricky to get that in here, though, because of all this industrial. But we're going to need a passenger train station. Maybe I could do the passenger train station on this side. I don't know how I'm going to get these roads across, though. Like, we may have to bring this collector underneath the bridge. And same over here, we might have to bring a road underneath the bridge. And then actually make a bridge that goes over here. Our road definitely cuts off that little quarter. But we're doing good with money. Like, we've got $1.1 million in the bank. We have a huge spike in residential demand. So we're going to meet that, but we're not going to make the mistake we made last time and forget to give them a school first. Going to build the school first. These guys are going to get a snowman park. In fact, let's do a couple parks over here. Let's make like a little complex with our schools and some parks. We'll put the high school here. Hey, J-Bos, what's up? And they will get a snowy park as well. We're going to have another curling team over here. And then we're going to do the ice sculpture park here. And then we're going to do the really nice fire pit park right here. And that'll just give us a few parks right here, centrally located. And I think that'll look nice. So we want to, again, along our collector, do commercial. Like that. That'll make a weird building there and there, but whatever. And then we want some offices to act as a sound barrier. So there. I think I might do a little more commercial right here as well. Like that. And then do another little row of offices there and right here. Happy 25th December to you. Absolutely nothing else about today. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people act like today is some big important day. I don't quite understand it. Anyways, Merry Christmas, J-Bos. We'll put that there. And then we'll fill the rest of this with residential. Like so. Look at them build. Ooh, thunder snow. Exciting. So if we get any trains going in there? We got trains going by, but not coming in yet. And no trucks using it at all. Oh no, here comes a truck. One little donut van making a delivery. It's fine. They'll eventually use it. Massive amount of underemployment, it looks like. But we just zoned a lot of people. We have 5% unemployment, so I don't really understand why these dudes are struggling so much. There's transit that comes over here. They really shouldn't be struggling like this. Ooh, power is getting a bit low, so we need to plop another one of these dudes in. Let's go ahead and just do 2. Just to get that buffer. What about heating? Also looking a bit like we could use some more. So that's 630, so let's go 630. Oh, let's turn on all these. There we go. 630, and then we'll just go to there. And we'll throw in, again, just go ahead and do 2. May as well. That way we are ready for the future. Garbage processing looking good. Water is okay. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll withstand this expansion, no problem. We are almost to the end of an academic year. Hopefully the school upgrades at the end of this one. I don't see why it wouldn't. We gave them a research grant. Plus they're 51% likely to produce their own academic work. So this area, just going to be like maybe walking paths or some trees or things. Let's see if we can get a walking path behind to go underneath this bridge. I want my road guideline here. Go straight. No, it can't go under there. Where can it fit? It can fit there, but it can't fit there. Okay, so we need to go here, right here. Get a walking path into there, and then connect it to there. And we'll just run that all the way. Oh, you can't go under that bridge, huh? Alright, so we'll have to do a bit of a curve to get into this bridge. Where can you go under? You can go under there. And you go under here. You can go under here too. Cool. So we'll just do... Whoops. A bit of free form. We'll turn off all of this. Bring this down a bit. And then we'll turn this back on and use our curve tool to make a nice connection there. And then we'll just leave this out here at this distance. And we'll run it. We may eventually want some more bridges here. Nah, this is fine. What we'll do is we'll run it there. And then since we've got this little bit that I can't zone on, we'll run one right here. And I'm going to run this down to right there. And that gets us lots of pedestrian coverage to get around these areas. But it really only connects over here. So what I might want to do is possibly come through here with some eminent domain. It's domain and it's imminent. There we go. To give them a way to in, and then there as well. So they'll lose a couple buildings, but still leave a nice size building that they can get back on. And then we've got some nice pedestrian facilities now. I dig it. Move this up so it looks a little better. And we're up to 10,000 people. Okay. Don't know why that jumps like that. Now I'm turned around. There we go. I'm going to come over here and look. So yeah, we killed all of our demand. For the most part, it's just kind of sitting there. Zero office demand, which is a little disappointing, but it will eventually appear. I could do something similar over here with a walking path, but I don't know where it's going to go just yet. But I know where it's going to start. It's going to start here. Let's turn Anarchy on to get it to come off of here. I want to turn Anarchy back off because I want to see where it can naturally get under this bridge. Let's turn all these off. Can you get under there? Yeah, that'll work. And we'll just go straight across. Alright, as straight as possible. And I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm just going to declare some eminent domain. And get this connected here and get it connected right here. It's worth it. Granted, lose a bit more housing here. They'll only be able to get in 2 small ones instead of 1 big one, but whatever. It's fine. Because, look at that. They're already using it. So now you can walk from here to the bus station without having to cross a bunch of streets. We could maybe even make this a city park and put some park facilities back here. I don't know though. I mean, would you really want to go to a city park that's right next to a highway? Maybe if we put sound barriers on the highway. But that's something we'll look at another time. We're at 10,600 people. We're making tons of money right now. Are there any new policies that I want to look at? I think I've got everything I'd like to have right now. We could probably turn on extra insulation, even though it's going to be a dip into our tax income. But we won't need as much. We won't have to spend as much for heating. I think I like that idea. We're gonna do that. And we're looking pretty good. I'm digging it. I'm digging our little city. It's come along nicely in 3 hours and 7 minutes. So I started 40 minutes late today. Oof. My tummy wasn't feeling the best when I started the day today, so had a bit of a late start. So I'm wondering if I want to shift the grid to start following the shoreline here. Like just bring this collector around. That way it can go over and then it can come back there a little more naturally. That might not be a bad idea. Huge complaints of not enough workers. But we have 13% unemployment. We have plenty of available workers. Why aren't they going to work? Well-educated, educated, and highly educated. We've got that mix of people in our town. And only 700 people are well-educated. The rest are highly educated. The rest are well-educated. Wait. What? Only 61% of our people have been to elementary school? Only 39% have graduated high school? Well, I guess it's because these two huge areas here. That's a big oof. That really hurts. I do have that education boost policy on, right? Yeah. And it's on for the district as well. Very, very, very peculiar. Do I want a prison? I could do a prison. Maybe put it out over here. Oh no, we'll have to see how the road grid's gonna work out first. How is my snow dump keeping up? It's fine. We haven't had too many big snowstorms yet. So yeah, massive unemployment, and we've got the people who are required for those jobs, but they're just not going to work. We don't have a huge senior citizen population. So yeah, young adults and adults are 51% of our population. So we really should not have this problem. There are 2,200 jobs more available than there are people. Why is unemployment so high? I really don't know. It's looking more like they're just going to work in the factories instead of the offices and the commercial. Maybe it's because my educated people are all back here, but my educated jobs are all over here. That could have something to do with it. So we're just going to have to wait until everybody gets to school or goes to school. Let's start thinking about unique buildings and monuments, though. Oh, I forgot I had all these, too. These are really fun. What do I have to do here? Fill one snow dump. Okay. We've got, so I don't want to build the Eden Project, and that requires the statue, of industry. So we're going to go ahead and plop that down right there. There. Wait, where will the road need to come through? Let's find out. So yeah, I want it facing that way or that way. Let's put it right here in the middle of this. I can't get it quite in the middle though. Ooh, that's close enough. So there, it's by industry, but it's also by some of this commercial. So that's nice. And then I just want to grab it and center it because I don't like that it's not centered. I'm gonna bump him over like that. Cool. So that's one for the Eden Project. What else do we need for the Eden Project? We need a friendly neighborhood park. You know what? Who doesn't love a friendly neighborhood park? We're going to plop that dude right here. And we're probably going to start getting into some bigger stuff. The official park. Hey, you know what? That looks nice over with offices and things. We've got people over here not getting jobs filled, so we're going to put that right there. And now I think, yeah, now we start getting into the really big stuff that needs to be planned for. You can't, they don't fit into your grid nicely. I am really glad that our Christmas dinner is only about an hour away, because I am starving. Hey, look, we got up to level 2. Let's go ahead and give them a artistry. How do you say that? Grant, and then think about expanding our school over here. So we haven't unlocked one of the larger buildings yet. Mainly our limitations are going to be the attractiveness score and the number of students. Sadly, I don't know that we're going to get to that 800 students. It's not really wanting to cooperate here. So we can do a smaller bit of expansion on this side for the school, because it's going to be smaller buildings. So we can probably bring our grid out one more. Is it going to fit there nicely? Yeah. We don't need the collector to come all the way through there. So we'll do this, just again, using a little bit of eminent domain. The city thanks you for your contribution. And now we might need to investigate our bus route over here as well, because now it's pretty far away. So we may need to redo this red route. See, it goes over there, but we need it to really come over here. So maybe before we have it go to this stop, we can bring it way over here. Like drag all these stops to here. Like this. And then bring these to match. Come on. There you go. And then let's see, where would be a natural place for it to then start going up and down this way? We could bring a stop in off of this here, and then stop there, and then to get into this middle section we could bring from here and here. There we go. That gives us good coverage still, and gets us a couple stops over by where school facilities are going to be. That works. So, speaking of school facilities, we've got a trade school fountain, which I want that over here by my main building. Kind of just making that look pretty there. Nice. We have the cafeteria. We have a gymnasium. We have an outdoor study area, and that's it. We didn't get a whole lot. So, yeah, we'll do a couple things over here, but not much. How much noise does this make? None. Good. We'll do a few facilities over here. Like, this will be like the athletics side of the school. So we'll plop that in like that, and then I want to set back off of here. Like, how far do I want to go? Yeah, 160. Come right behind it. And 160 here is right there. And come right behind it. There's going to do some dorms beside it. Perfect. Look at that spacing. It's almost like I knew that's how big these were or something. Alright, so we need some water pipes over here. Let's bring that in here and then just branch off this way. Make a connection there. And bring that down here. And like that. Cool. And then that might get us up to, not quite to where we need to be on our attractiveness score. So what we'll do is for now, just give them a second fountain. Or maybe we could do the outdoor study area. Does it fit here? Maybe that could go like here? Nah, it's gonna really stick out off of there. Maybe like... Where do we want to do with this? I'd like it to be back here. But then it makes that weirdness. But that's okay. We can deal with the weirdness. Come in here with our level tool. Level this out. Let's bring our brush size up a little bit. Level all this out. Just kind of adjust the curve of our shoreline here. There we go. And then bring our brush size way down. And just soften that up a little bit in a couple key areas. Yeah, cool. Now that doesn't look as bad. And then we just need some heating pipes back here for the outdoor study area. Done, and that should give us our... Hello, big city, nice. That gives us our attractiveness score as well. So, and we're also up on students. That's nice. So that will get us upgrades there. Now we have some room for some more residential over here. Whoops. So let's plan for that. Can we go out 10? What's 10? 600. Yep. Not a whole lot of space, but some space nonetheless. I'm gonna do this, bring this right up to here. Do the same thing over here, maybe. Gonna be cutting it close, but let's raise this road up. And this bit too, and all of this as well. The height of that. There we go. And then we can do a path. Here we go. Do a path. Maybe behind here. But it doesn't like that. Okay, instead, I know it says space already occupied. We're just going to cheat a little bit. Actually, we're not going to use that path because it won't match very well. We'll just use our regular walking path. We're going to run that from there to there, and from here to there. And that makes a nice connection there as well. So now they can go through both sides. We will need to run some water pipes back here. Perfect. And same here. And that gives us a little more room for just a bit more residents. School coverage over here. Pretty far away on the elementary school, so we're going to go ahead and give them another one. High school, I think, is close enough, because there's one over here and one over there, and they can get to it from the bus. That should be fine. And we do have the bus stops right there and right there. So let's go ahead and do just some more low density back here. Just going right up against the school here. Not here though. Got you at 1 terabyte M.2. Nice. Another way you could transfer that data, well, no, not for M.2 though. Never mind, that wouldn't work. Well, so they make USB to SATA adapters that you can just like turn your drive into an external drive, but it doesn't work quite like that. Seems like we need another path here, but not really, because I can just walk back here and then through there. It'll be fine. So cool. Let's get this bit zoned. So I've got one of those for SATA drives where you can just like plug it into a USB port, and it's really nice for data transfers. Granted, not very fast, but at least it gets it done. Our little city is looking pretty fantastic, gang. I'm really pleased with it. Unfortunately, I need to start getting ready to go over to my sister's house. I have to be there in just under an hour. It's about a 20-minute drive. I need to see if there's anything I need to take or pick up along the way. Not that there's anything open to pick anything up, but still. We did get to our 13,000, so I want to just drop in some death care in some key places real quick. Again, using a bit of eminent domain on some of these buildings that are complaining about lack of workers, just to get good coverage. So we've got coverage there, but if I put another one here, that'll be good. And then maybe over here by the school. And then back here could use some coverage as well. And then between the cemetery and those 4 crematoriums, the city is covered for death care purposes. That's very nice. What we also could do is maybe think about where we're going to do our next child care and elder care. But meh. Last thing, let's get this walking path connected up here somewhere. Bring that just right in, right here. Just run that out a little bit longer than it needs to be, and then delete that extra bit. And then we're gonna, before they start building, come on, go in that grid. There we go. Just run a path there and one right there. Awesome. And we can maybe even continue these. Like I could build a bridge that goes up and over and comes back down, so pedestrians can walk across there in addition to these bridges. I don't know. That's a problem for future, Brendan. Our snowy map looks fantastic, though. 13,000 people in 3.5 hours. I know that's not speed build numbers, but I think it's looking. I think it's looking pretty nice. If I had the cinematic camera all set up, we could do a city tour, but whatever. So we started just right here and opened up 3 other squares. I don't know where we're gonna go next. We still have a lot of land here to develop, though. So just want to take one more peek. Yeah, we're doing fine here. So we should get to level 3 at the end of this academic year. So let's switch over to our ending screen. I am gonna name this Christmas Day Stream Snow Map. Boom, boom. There we go. And then I'm gonna pause that. So I don't know if there's very many people streaming today, but I'm gonna look and see if any of our normal friends are. And if so, yeah, let's go say hi to somebody we haven't seen in a while. Let me go say hi to Cobalt Valkyrie. She's streaming some Satisfactory. I will be live this evening, sometime after 7 p.m. I don't know exactly when. It's just going to depend on what time we get done over at my sister's house, but somewhere around 7 p.m. tonight. So make sure you're following me on Twitter so you get an announcement of that stream. Of course, if you follow here on Twitch, that'll help you as well. But you get announcements of all my live streams, videos, and other silliness that I post. And come subscribe over on YouTube if you haven't already. And please come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server. Here are your raid emotes, whether you're a subscriber or not, so that you can drop those on Cobalt Valkyrie when we get to her stream. It looks like she's got a very Christmassy build going in Satisfactory. I see bows and ribbons and lights, and it looks pretty fantastic. So you should have a good time with her. She always builds some amazing stuff in Satisfactory. So prepare to have your mind kind of go boom a little bit. And I will see you guys this evening for my second Christmas stream of the day. And until then, I hope you've all had a Merry Christmas, and I will see you later tonight.